Right, we are live for our first session of Toronto by Night. I will go over the name a little more when we do get to actual proper first introduction. But, even before we get into players, thank you everyone for being here. And, indeed, this is going to be a V5 Vampire the Masquerade game taking place in the city of Toronto. And it is indeed World of Darkness. There may be some dark stuff that goes on, maybe some things that are not the most fun, and if that is the case and something bothers you as a viewer, feel free to turn it off for a bit, come back, see if you're good. And if you don't come back next week. However, additionally, as players, if there is something that bothers you, same thing, just let us know. Don't do that. And then my response will be to not do that. But let's introduce our cast. Let's start from the top with David. Actually, Dylan. Dylan, don't introduce David yet.
Okay. Hi, I'm Dylan. At Dr. DM RPG on Twitter. I am. Do you want me to tell about my character too, or just me?
Just you. Characters will be introduced when you guys meet as characters as well.
Now I'm all thrown now. I love the name David.
It's a good name.
And I think that's it. That's enough for me.
If that is the case, I have a little bit of camera fixing to do since I moved something from one screen to another. Then we go to.
I should say I played like the Vampire 2nd Edition back in the day, and boy oh boy, so many bad choices then, and so many bad choices to come.
Yep, bad choices is the name of the game.
All the time.
All the time. Boom, that hits there. Okay, finally. It's gotta be appropriate. Next up, Kevin.
Hello, I'm Kevin. Pretty new to the vampire world, so I'm glad to play in a game, even if it's streamed. It's a wonderful time. Glad to meet some new people. Glad to meet all the new friends that are going to be in stream.
Hell yeah. And I am Justin. I am the GM here at One Bad Roll. I will do my best to be everybody's best friend in this setting and not cause anybody unnecessary pain. Only necessary pain. And, yes.
Deserved.
Indeed. I would like to now welcome everybody to the city of Toronto. But however, we are getting there from many different places as we span the globe. The current status of the world of Kindred as I am now. There we go. Now I can actually be seen. I am, the current status of the world of Kindred is that of flux like it always is. Many cities have felt many different effects from many different events. Los Angeles, not doing so hot. The Camarilla has all but stamped out the Anarch movement. Chicago. They're in a bit of an interesting blend of a unique branch of Camarilla that has embraced a lot of the kindred that are normally more suited towards Sabbat tendencies. And last, but definitely not least, is one of the places that is surprisingly actually recovering. And that would be New York. No, sorry, not New York. London. Somehow, amongst the chaos in the ensuing world, London is regaining a kindred population after events that may matter or may not. But as we come into Toronto, we come into the first session, a soldier's invitation. Our group of kindred has all been in Toronto for various lengths of time. And exactly, London aka New York. Our kindred have been in the city for various lengths of time, but you have all been called to a very important location amongst the anarchs of the city. This location is the downtown headquarters. It's where many people meet, and it is known as Palace North. So for the very first roll of the game, would anybody like to roll an intelligence in history, an intelligence, and let's see what I want to give you. Let's do intelligence investigation to see what you know about the location. You can also use charisma, but that will garner different information.
Give it a shot.
Yeah. Let's see what we get.
So I believe.
We will wait to see when the results come through. All right. Well, we will start with the first result coming through. Efrys, you are aware of the fact that it is indeed a kindred haven. It is home to the Council of Barons, and they each have their own space which they control. They establish the aesthetic, they establish the sort of general rules of that space, but they all have a shared set of common rules as well. You do not know what these spaces are, but you do know that this is a very safe location and protected. Would anybody else like to throw their hat into this race?
Sure, I will.
Okay. Okay, that is 4 successes. You are aware of the fact that it is very heavily guarded, heavily protected, and in addition to that, you also have an understanding of a bit more of the expression of the space. 3 different areas within Palace North are as follows. The Gypsy Rose. That is a very much like a punk rock sort of space. The style is intentionally rebellious, but is also very much inspired by the Vietnam War. It has seen a lot of popular musical acts there, ranging from Aerosmith to things such as like Joy Division and The Offspring. Then there's the Red Room. It is more of a jazz lounge / club. That is the middle space. It is very intentionally classic, low lighting, stained wood floors. And the Starlight Lounge, a beautiful rooftop patio. That's a bit more relaxed, and it is usually home to a lot of acoustic performances or seasonal sort of things.
Fancy.
Indeed. And with that information, I think we have enough to cover the location. You would have all been offered a ride to the location or the opportunity to drive. Would anybody have driven themselves?
I would have.
All right. If that is the case.
I also would have.
Nice.
Yeah, no.
So those who are driving, would you have taken the scenic route or would you have gone right there?
I like to be fashionably late, so probably the scenic route.
Okay. Scenic route for you is a bit interesting because you naturally are downtown.
Yeah.
So the scenic route to another location downtown?
Take the long way.
You drive by CN Tower, various various well-known establishments, various ballparks, things as such. And Kevin, how about yourself?
I'll be taking the. He'll head straight there.
So let's straight there. Okay. So with that, what? We'll actually wait to have Carolyn show up when the other vehicle arrives first. It'll make more of an impact. In that case, in the car, it would have been a town car of some sort or something very similar. That we have in the back the Rev and Efrys Willenbough. Rev, give us a description. Give us the vibe.
Well, I'm just a simple man. Heck, I'll do the. There's the Rev right there. Look at that face.
Great face. Good hair.
Yeah. That's the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. That picture. And he's looking off too. He's contemplating. The Rev. You know, you may have even heard of the Rev. He's out there working with the kids, getting those homeless people soup kitchen meals. He's out there helping people. People love the Rev. You might have heard that impassioned speech he gave to the city council once.
It's true.
But probably not, because who's paying attention to that? He's not famous. Yeah, just a nice guy. Just a nice guy.
All right, and then Efrys Willenbough.
So Efrys is very just gives off a polite vibe. They are British and very interested in enjoying the ride, seeing the city for some parts of it for the first time, and he's definitely heard of the Rev before. So, and I think seen him once before, speaking. So, even though the Rev is kind of looking off a little bit, I think Efrys would make an attempt to distract them from whatever they're looking off at.
100%. And as the Rev is indeed looking out the window and the lights of the city are going by, you know that where you are, you do have privacy to speak. Your driver would be aware of what you are. Your driver would not be somebody who is just an Uber that was called.
Hello, sir. I believe I've seen you speaking before. The Rev?
That's what they call me. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's what I prefer. The people gave me that name. You're English, eh?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Church of England? Are you an Anglican?
No. Not.
Are you lapsed?
When
was the last time you went through the doors of a holy place?
Would he not know that I was also kindred?
He would.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It has been some time. 7 or so years, I would say.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, hey. So, have you been on your own spiritual journey, or?
Partially my own, partially guided by others, I suppose. If you want to call it spiritual, you could, yes.
Well, I do want to call it spiritual.
Oh,
but hey, if you're not okay with that, then hey, I'm here for you, man.
Oh, well, I thank you very much. I wanted to just commemorate you on the speech you had, trying to bring light to the struggles of some of the inner city children.
Hey, if I can give back a little, I'll give back a little.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. Oh, good to hear it. Good to hear it. So now, Efrys
Yes.
has some nice threads on, right?
I mean, they're like professor vibes,
Okay.
like a woolen
Okay.
wool sweater.
Just want to see if I could. Yeah. So, were you like? Did you live in Toronto, or do you just like live here now?
I've just arrived fairly recently. Yes.
Oh,
Enjoying
So-
it. Yes.
where were you before?
From Oxford originally.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Not Oxford County, like 2 hours away. Oxford, England, right?
Yes, Oxford, in the UK. Yes.
I've been to Oxford County.
Is it as nice as the city here?
I don't know. I mean, there's a London down there too, but it's like, second best for 200 centuries or years or whatever.
And how are the state of affairs in that London?
I don't know. Don't really care, honestly. They got some fancy school.
It's true.
Some what, sorry?
Some fancy school. That's all I know.
Yes. Well, I think.
So lots of good churches, though.
Oh, okay. So you are the Rev is quite a literal term then.
Hey, there's not a lot about me that's literal. I think. Is that what literal? It doesn't matter. I'm a figurative guy.
So figuratively, you are religious then?
Aren't we all? I mean, deep down inside.
Yeah. I could agree to some extent, yes.
Yeah, exactly. To some extent. To some extent, we're all religious. And I appreciate that about you. I appreciate that about our driver. Appreciate that about those kids in that inner city. That's what I'm here for. And, however you want to do it. Hey, I know it's a little early, but if you want to do some kind of confessional thing, I know it's hard for people like us. But I'm here for you.
On that note, there's a bit of there's a little buzz, and you just gotta. Okay, we are pulling up to the location, just so you are aware. Gather your things as needed, and hopefully you enjoyed the ride.
Do you have things?
Perhaps another time. I have my little pack here. Just a little baggie.
Were we supposed to bring things?
Whatever you had on you, I believe, was the prerequisite.
You were not given any specific instructions.
Good.
So, as you are pulling up, as you guys exit, the day that we are actually coming in on is the second day of the year. January 2nd, 2030. This week has a lot of kindred business going on because most mortals or kine tend to be recovering from recent events. And as you guys are pulling up and getting out, whose vehicle... Let's start off with Aramis pulling up first.
Alrighty.
Ooh, there we go. So, yep, you are pulling up. First of all, what do you drive? And then describe yourself as you get out of your car.
So he drives a rather like a compound Jeep type of car. I believe it was Nissan that I went with.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Let me just recheck.
Yep.
Open this. Yep. Yes. No, it was not. It was a Chevrolet Equinox, the 2025 edition.
Very nice.
It's rather nice, dark blue exterior. Quite a few decals on it. Just nothing too special, but just enough to make it stick out from like other vehicles. There may be a dent on it. That was not his fault.
I love it. All right, and then as you are exiting the vehicle, what do we see?
See, a man is looks to be in his mid-30s, slightly graying hair around the beard, longish hair coming down about just below his ears. That is still, for some reason, black rather than the down to the sideburns. Dressed in business casual, button down, fairly nice tan pants.
Good choice.
Along with a nice black shirt.
Okay. And
Gets out of the car with a nice elegance canter to him.
Beautiful. You can indeed see both the Rev and Efrys there, waiting to go in. And as you are getting up and just approaching the other two, that is when Caroline is getting there.
Yep. So you see an old vintage Mustang pull up, and as she parks the car and gets out, you see somebody with long blonde hair, wearing sunglasses, even though I assume it's night out.
It has to be night, or else you would all be exploding into flames.
Right, so it's a good assumption. So she's wearing sunglasses, and she wears kind of like an old vintage band t-shirt, leather boots, kind of walks with a chip on her shoulder, and she will spot you guys and walk over and just kind of like lock her car, give it like a little kiss as she blows it goodbye, like, mwah, love you, see you later, my babe, and then walk over to the group.
All right. You are now in front of this very, very lovely establishment. At the front, there is a door that leads into the Gypsy Rose. Carolyn, you would be familiar with this location, even though you've not spent much time here. This is where many high-end bands come in. And then there is stairs that lead up to the jazz club, and an external set of stairs that leads to the lounge on the roof. You would know that this meeting is taking place in the lounge.
Anyone ever been here before?
Once or twice, but not too often. Check out some local bands.
And where is it we're supposed to be going?
The invitation was specifically to the Starlight Lounge.
Would I know where that is?
Yes, it is the rooftop lounge.
Alright, so I'll just kind of, after you say that, like, look to the group and be like, follow me, gentlemen, and lead them that way.
Thank you.
All right.
Gracias, señor.
All of the...
I will just scope out the room to see if I see anyone who might be just a little bit tweaked.
All right. Are you doing the space outside or once you get up there?
No, is the stairway like? I thought we might have to walk through a bar to get.
No.
It's
So
just okay.
So the way it works is the main floor you can go into the Gypsy Rose, right?
Okay.
There is one stairwell on this side which leads into the jazz club, and on the other side there's a separate stairwell that goes to the roof. None of the stairwells are actually inside the building.
Okay, so if there's any people in the starlight, the humans, I will. Well, you tell me. I'll just see if any might be, because I don't know how topped up am I.
Everyone is going to be at 1 hunger. I'm going to say that you succeeded your hunger roll on the first night. That is my gift to you.
Aw.
And that's health. That's not good.
Your roll would be wits awareness.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if I had a good last meal, right?
You're still as kindred. You're always some form of hungry.
No, but I mean, my last meal was.
It was good.
Good, right?
It was good.
Okay.
Yeah, your last meal was good.
All right.
Yeah. Woo! So you are going up the stairs. The stairs have wrought iron railings and supports, with dark stained wooden finishes, and you indeed get up to the Starlight Lounge. In the back, you can see the group that you're supposed to speak with. However, on the way there, it is a relatively busy night, but it's not busy because of customers. It's busy because of staff. At the Starlight Lounge, during this week, they throw varying degrees of staff parties, ranging from just management all the way down to everybody, including the busboys. And you are coming in to management and sort of higher level, more respected, like bar staff, things like that. Looking around, there is definitely some people who do fit the bill of feeling it.
Those busboys always have the best stuff.
There's no busboys here. There's no.
Yes.
Oh yeah, busboys aren't welcome to this party.
This is more of a coke party.
Yes. That is actually a very accurate description. One thing you notice, they are not giving out free food, other than like some base appetizers. However, all of their menu has been reduced to either cost $2 for a regular-sized appetizer or $5 for an entree, which are normally about $40 to $45 per main. So they're taking care of their staff. Soft lighting, comfortable seats. Everybody make me a wits awareness roll, though.
Oh dear.
Alrighty.
Already. Let's see if anybody picks up on a very important detail.
I got some successes. That's nice to see.
That is 3 for Aramis. We have 2 for the Rev. I just now need the roll from Efrys and Caroline.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all good.
Technical difficulties.
Oh,
I'm not gonna punish that success because there's not much punishing I can do for noticing details in a space. But getting that 10 on the blood die, normally you would go too far.
That was a wits and wits by accident.
Oh snap! No worries. Click awareness first, then go wits.
There we go.
Either way, this is something that Aramis will notice, and anyone who gets 3 or more successes will notice as well after the rolls go through. When you look at every piece of furniture, every painting, and everything in this space... Oh, you notice this so hard, and you're going to pick up an additional detail because of that. Caroline has just figured out a major detail about somebody. Oh, right, yeah. Everything is 90-degree angles in this space. Everything. The seats, 90-degree angles. If a table is off, it gets readjusted. Caroline, as you guys are making your way to the back table, you notice there is a woman. She is wearing a black dress, very form-fitting, lovely jewelry, nails painted black as well. Very pale with bright red hair. Tattoos on her arms. You can see a tattoo on her left leg. And every once in a while, you see she looks somewhere and hits a button on a pager. And then, magically, someone's fixing a table. Or adjusting cutlery, or something.
So can I, deduce that this is probably, OCD-ness or something?
With that roll, this isn't just OCD.
Okay.
This is a supernatural compulsion.
Okay, gotcha.
As you...
If I notice that, along the way, I'll kind of, push a chair out of the way. I will kind of, try to fuck things up discreetly along the way.
Okay. I will take note of that. Okay. As you're approaching, you will be cut off by a young woman. She looks to be about 25. Brown hair, braids. She does have ear piercings that are a bit more of a tribal swirl, and there's appears to be put in for spacers. In a pantsuit. We'll just approach. I see you have all made it. How was your trip?
Oh, it was great. That car, perfect. We all really appreciate the effort.
Well, of course, I made sure to get the best. 1 second, and she will literally point to someone and point to the chair that you messed up. Okay, well, now that is dealt with, my name is Olivia. I am the personal assistant of Siasi, and is there anything that you all need before you are you sit down and you are actually spoken with by the council?
No, thank you.
I see. Well, do be aware to be on your best behavior. You are here at the behest of Dover, who believes that you will be a suitable fit to our operations here within the city. And if there is anything that you do need, just feel free to flag me down at any time, and I will approach at an appropriate time to help you out.
Maybe you could bring me the nearest holy book.
Which one would you prefer?
Whatever's closest.
I will do my best.
Thank you.
She will pull out her phone, send someone a message, and then get back to what she was doing. And indeed, you do go over to this booth, and you were in the presence of the Council of Barons. They are the ones who have been fighting to keep control of the city. They are the ones who have been doing their best to understand and how to combat the current Sabbat threat. Anyone in the game, I just showed you all three of them. They are sitting just very comfortably. The first you do see is the woman in red. You know her as Cheshire Rose, and you know that she is of Clan Malkavian, which might explain the compulsion that everything is neat and tidy on 90-degree angles. The gentleman of the group is Dover Bastille. Long shaggy hair, beard, relatively well kept. He is dressed business casual. A little more. His build is very muscular, but it's not bulky. And you would know him to be of Clan Brewha. And finally, Siasi. She is a woman of a smaller frame. Appears to be about mid to late 20s, but that's never a guess for a kindred's age. Her descent is definitely not Western North American, probably closer to like a Middle Eastern, that area of the world. And she is, again, also wearing black, but it's a little bit baggier, a little bit more loose-hanging jewelry, a little more decorative than the straightforward style of Cheshire Rose. And Siasi will be the first one once you approach to, well, if you would please take a seat and enjoy the amenities. We should have a comfortable conversation, if anything.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I would like to properly introduce myself. I am one of the barons here. I am Sayasi. I am of Clan Banu Hakim. This is Cheshire Rose. She is a Malkavian, and of course Dover, representing the Brujah. We all have our different roles. But how have you all been finding the city?
Well, this is the greatest city on earth, right?
Don't know about that. But
It's
it's
been
up there.
comfortable.
I'm glad that you have not been put out by it.
Okay, anyway.
Before we get down to business, do you have any questions of us before we speak to you?
Well, I have so many questions, but I can't imagine that you wouldn't provide us all the information we need.
You'll get a chuckle from Dover for that one.
You three need any? I mean, look, I was being a bit facetious, I admit, when I said Toronto was the greatest city on the planet. I could be wrong, but if you need someone to show you around, I can be there. I can help you. I've been here my whole life, and done life. Well, okay, it's not true my whole life. Like I said earlier, I went to Oxford County once.
No matter this.
World traveler you are.
Well, no, that's what I just said. I'm not a world traveler.
I know, it's sarcasm.
Do you use that to kind of put a barrier between you and other people? Because you don't need to do that. Reach out. I can help you.
No, I'm good, thanks.
Abruptly from the red-haired woman, do you offer to help every person you come across? Like, every single one?
No, I think some people do, are doing pretty good. And I can tell that they don't need help. But, if they reach out, I'll reach back.
No.
Well, I mean, if you really want to help me, I have a flat tire you can help with later.
Do you? Because you drove up pretty... I mean, I'm not an expert driver. I mean, I can tell you are a good driver. But I mean, if you are a great driver if you have a flat.
Again, it's sarcasm.
Is it?
Jeez, okay. This one's an interesting one, I suppose. If you never want to get flat tires again, we might be able to talk about something, because they've always bothered me. I like to be on time, and when they go, they slow you down. Outside of the sarcasm, is there any questions?
Well,
Not at the
I want
moment
to
for
know why
myself.
you brought us here.
Yes. Well, we want to bring in some new blood to assist the front lines of the city and try and continue to take over from the atrocious Sabbat. And, well, you were not on my list personally. Some of you are a bit rebellious, as she looks right at Caroline. However, Dover has put in a good word for you.
rebellion was our thing.
It's true. I guess I'm more of a fan of orderly rebellion.
I can rebel orderly if that's what you require, sure. We can work something out.
At least in my presence.
Since it's kind of a yin and a yang, a kind of I Ching thing kind of going on here, I can take that.
Well, absolutely.
A little bit of the masculine power, the feminine power coming together, bouncing off one another. Order, chaos.
Yes.
Rules, rebellion.
You are not wrong.
It's the way of the world, I guess.
As I have been told. I'm going to be completely honest, though. I do not trust anyone until they prove themselves loyal. And none of you have done that yet, so if you cross me, I will not treat you with such respect as I am treating you now.
I do have a question then.
Of course.
How can I prove myself loyal to you?
Do your damn job.
So, follow up. What is my damned job?
She will very annoyed, look at Dover like you didn't tell them. And he just smiles and waits to see if anyone else is gonna speak up. Neither of them do. Yeah. So, we have certain reach. We have a certain amount of people out there, working, going towards a thing. We want to place some more people in the East End. Potentially expand from there, but we want to see what you guys do and how you try and expand the influence. Or at least I do. That's my position. I'll help train you, I'll give you whatever you need within reason. Maybe call in a favor or two if I have to, depending on what you ask. But that's a big deal if I have to. Current expansions, we're either looking at probably Midtown or going into the West End. But if you get any leads into other areas, we're open.
Sorry, you said you wanted us on the East End, and then you just said the West End.
Well, yeah, because I'm not gonna give you a haven in the middle of the area you're trying to openly fight in.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
Unless you want to be in the madness, I have a lovely spot that I think would work for all of you.
I'm okay in the East End, but I can't speak for all of us.
I'd prefer to stay in the East End.
Alright.
Give me a lever long enough and a place to stand. Whatever place you give me to stand should be good enough.
Alright.
Amen.
Like you. Amen is exactly right.
Out of curiosity, what's y'all's story though? I've heard the basics, but I haven't heard it from your mouths. Give me a rundown of why you're here.
Why? Go ahead.
I gesturing towards Efrys, who I just called Professor.
Well, I'm here to help in any way I can. I'm recently come from close to London, and I've seen the stability. I've seen some things that can be possible, and I'm hoping to help expand that here.
That makes a whole lot of sense. It's crazy that London actually recovered.
It's yes, it was very interesting to see, being a young kindred, and I'd like to see what we can do here.
Hell yeah. What about what about you, walking attitude?
kind of like look around.
He
and be like,
smiles as he says that.
well, why does any girl move to another city for a man?
Ah, understood. Chasing men never got anybody good, but if that's what you're doing.
That's what I'm doing. Looking for a certain man.
Alright, Rev, is there anything to you other than some preachy bastard?
Oh, I mean, I can't disagree with being a bastard, but I'm not trying to preach. I'm trying to elicit faith. That's all. I know you have it. I just want to bring it to the fore for you. And where is that book I asked for?
It's coming right now.
Okay.
It would be a Quran.
Okay. I'm afraid my Arabic's still fairly rusty. I am trying to get better. My Latin is, for my sins, much better. But yeah, people are bringing all kinds of things from all kinds of places. I mean, look, I've spent a life helping people selflessly, and I believe that that's why I'm here now in the unlife, right? To help all of you, right? I mean, you know why I'm here. I'm a helper.
You're a fun one.
We're all helpers.
It's been a while since someone's made me laugh as much as you.
Well, sometimes the Lord works through laughter.
Alright, and Aramis, I know a little more. I'm a little more aware of you, but what's the story?
I am sure you've heard of what happened in New York.
I think everybody has. It's an absolute mess.
Exactly, and I'm not fond of staying in messes for very long that I cannot outlast.
Alright, that's clear enough. But yeah, no, like was described, we're trying to continue our push into the city. Be careful of Scarborough. It's not Sabbat, it's not Anarchy. It's not Camarilla. There isn't really much Camarilla here. There might be one or two, but we're not aware of them. That is mostly independent, a lot of Tremere. As much as a lot is a description we give, not in comparison to the human population, but they
Sorry, where did you
tend
say
to
that
mind
was?
their own business.
It's all just malls anyway, so.
Now, the Tremere, they're typically the blood mages of Kindred, and a lot of cities, they align with one side or another, but here, for some reason, they've decided to pull away.
I think some kindred use magic as a substitute for real spirituality.
You're just going to be a ray of sunshine towards everybody, aren't you?
No,
It really is.
please. No sunshine.
Well,
But I like what we got here. We got some order. We got some chaos. We got some, a successful city and a fallen city. I think we're good. I see. Like, this is a provenance.
it's true. The other two were just sitting back and watching this. And, continuing to be polite, CRC will just with a simple hand takeover. Well, is there anything else we need to know that could be problematic that you would prefer to discuss in private with us? for any of you, of course. We understand that personal things can be personal, but we also want to be aware of if we come across a room full of murdered businessmen, for example. If your taste was businessmen, then we might want to be able to make that connection to cover your ass.
As she says that, I'm gonna kind of like take off my sunglasses. I've been wearing them the whole time.
Of course
and
you have.
kind of like look at her and be like, well, since you brought it up, I do have very specific tastes, as you can say, and I might need help inquiring that taste.
She will put a hand up, get a blank card with a pen, slide it over to you.
Are you falling in love with me? What's happening here? Do you want my number or?
Well, you are. I'm going to actually word this properly to put the information out there, because I think this is a fun spot to introduce it. While you may be stunning, I don't think it's love. And you notice as she says that, she is also similarly as breathtakingly beautiful as you are.
Okay, fair enough.
Before we go any further, can you remind us what the chronicle tenets are?
I
Oh, yeah.
absolutely can. The chronicle tenets are as follows. Keep the young oblivious to the darkness.
Yes.
Avoid needless cruelty with the kind. And secrets must be protected. Oh, I see. I knew there was one thing I didn't get to. That'll take me 2 seconds.
Aramis is gonna put up 2 fingers to ask for a card as well.
You'll get one.
Cool.
In the Roll20 chat, whisper me what you write on the card if you are taking one and writing. I am not looking at the character sheets for this. I specifically would like to know what you choose to write.
So, and they're just asking what particular predilections for feeding?
Anything problematic. Anything that might come up that they should be aware of to know whether to whether they need to like cover what you're saying or cover actions that you might have done that might be connected to you.
I sent you a test message. Did that work?
Yep, it did.
Okay.
Yeah, this is basically saying what type of insurance policy do you need to worry about for you? This entire time, you do see that the night is getting busier. People are mulling around, people making out, people getting more and more drunk, and or under the influence of various other substances. There's now music playing.
I write it exactly like that.
Okay. You get a look of like a poor child at first.
Yeah.
And then a little bit of a nod.
I'll put my sunglasses back on once she understands.
I'm trying to remember something real quick. Oh, yep, I remember. Okay, cool. So you would know the term boon, and there is minor, major. There is minor, major in life. Sending the card back after everyone looks at it, let's see who might have those connections. Definitely not her. Okay. Actually, UBM. Okay, Dover will give you Dover will write a telephone number on the card, and on it will say minor boon. That just means if there's something small, something that is not life-threatening and should not be harmful, he can call upon that, and then you're agreeing to do it.
I'll tip down my sunglasses and give him a wink and then put it back on.
Okay. Aramis, for you, they just nod and they are like, cool. We're aware of that.
Okay. He nods back and then continues to sit back with his arms crossed.
Well, if that is it for any special circumstances, let's finish off with, do you all have any other questions for us before beyond that? You are welcome to stay here for the night, enjoy. If you feed, just make sure that I myself am confirm who can do this. Actually, no. If you do feed off of someone, just right after inform Olivia, and then we'll make sure that that is handled. But at this stage of the night, most people here, by all accounts, won't remember what happened. And this is definitely one of those places where the staff is a family. And Caroline, you would actually have potentially have an awareness. Make me I know it's going to be intelligence. I'm going to say intelligence awareness. Because this isn't so much remembering something super specific. Okay, I'm actually going to go with make that bestial success matter on this one. You are aware of the reputation this place has for treating their staff super well. And additionally, also the amount of people who end up getting married because they've worked here.
Okay.
It's like a healthy workspace relationship developing thing. It's weird.
Sure.
Somehow it has just worked that way. However, seeing this and getting the vibe of the space, you want to work here.
Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, with that, well, feel free to enjoy the night however you wish. You will be brought to your haven once this is all done. Meeting probably took a couple hours between being there, other little discussion, details like that. But yes, feel free to enjoy what you do however you must.
Alrighty, well, I'll see ya. I'll try to
the
make my way
first
out
one
of
to
this
actually get up is Dover. And he's like,
Let me out of here.
he's like, I hate this goddamn bullshit music. I'm gonna go downstairs.
What music is playing right now? Acoustic?
So right now,
It's the vibe.
if it was a Spotify playlist, it would probably be called like acoustic folk vibes. So like it's not bad. It's relaxing, it's good, and it works with what people are doing up here. However, Dover's not having it. He is just not there for it whatsoever.
I asked him if the busboys are partying downstairs.
No, good question. Busboys aren't in for another till 2 days from now.
Oh.
Yeah. Yesterday was just management. Now it's management and more higher up our staff, management and training, things like that. For the specific details,
What's with you and busboys?
Sias is the one to talk about.
Look, busboys have some. Well, I mean, heck, it's not just busboys,
Mm-hmm.
but I just, sometimes you get something in your head and you can't let go. I think I'm gonna mingle.
Okay.
Rev, do you have a thing for young men?
Might
Yes,
not be good
it's
with
called
your
faith.
profession, but no.
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Busboys is just a word I use. I don't know. I've never heard anyone refer to them as bus girls, or I don't know. So weird.
Very odd, yes.
No, you know what? I don't have to tell you everything.
No, I was not.
Sometimes you're right. I overshare. Look, if you ever tell me anything, vault. Like, when I went to go into that the box, where we take confession. Actually, I think of it as the vault. I was the vault. Secrets came in. Vault. Forgiveness came out.
Just after you say that, you get chuckles from both Siasi and Cheshire Rose, who are just like Siasi with a none of us are normal, and that's what makes us beautiful. But I think we leave this booth to them, and they will both get up. And they intentionally walk. Siasi intentionally walks in a way to try and distract every single eye on her as she leaves.
I'll just stand up to polite gesture of standing up as they leave.
She will fully take it.
Oh, I guess the Rev would as well.
One thing that you do notice,
I
though,
wouldn't.
when she moves, there is zero sound of her feet. Her heels are probably about that high. Give a good 5 or 6 inch.
Huh. My heels are probably this high, and they were worn down from being this high.
Yep. Cheshire Rose looks like a combination of having the greatest time of her life and minor annoyance.
What's
Perfect
up with
combination.
That makes sense. Well, I think I'd like to feed.
Okay.
So, not looking for somebody too drunk or anything. Somebody that's
It's easy to find a full range.
okay. Perfect.
Now, if you're looking for someone who's okay with it, you got to ask them. You can't just assume.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they know what's going on here, though. Correct? Or
Not everyone has that level of awareness, but there is means to get rid of memories after the fact if someone is conscious enough to remember, oh, this happened.
Can I roll like an insight to see if I can find people who do have some level of awareness?
Absolutely. For this one, you would be looking at a either wits awareness or wits insight. One of the two. Because one, you'll pick up on the body language of like a group and where to go. The other one will be a specific person.
Okay. Oh, that's just it.
Okay, with one success, you see about like possible 2 to 3ish people who you think might be on the level.
Okay.
Now you don't have to tell them that you are a vampire. You can say that it's something you're into. Like, there's multiple ways to get around get around your preferred feeding method.
Oh, okay. I don't want. Yeah, because I don't want to force anybody to do anything they don't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Me neither.
All right. So I will. I guess I'll pick one of them out.
Okay.
Someone who seems like they're looking for. They're a little bored, maybe.
A little bored. You would see someone who is dressed very nicely. The memo was business casual. There were some people who dressed up to draw attention. But this person seems to not understand what business casual is. Like, they look like they just got out of a meeting. If they took off their tie and took off and that's it. Button done all the way up.
Sure. I don't think it's the right choice, but I'm gonna go with it.
Well, for the again, you're at the point of the night where finding someone who's not feeling it is a rough thing to find in this space.
Okay.
Like, even sober, they probably are completely comfortable here.
Yeah, fair. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna. That's the person I'm gonna approach.
All right. As you walk up, he is a taller gentleman, sandy brown hair, and indeed, he will just look over and be like, "Oh, hello. How can I be of assistance? How can I help? My name is John."
Hello, John. My name is Efrys. It's a pleasure to meet you. You look like you were perhaps just a little lonely. I thought I'd have a little chat with you.
Yeah, the day was a bit off. I'm trying to get into it, It's just didn't have the best day.
I can understand that. Unfortunate.
Of course.
Well, I just finished up with a business meeting myself and looking to have a drink, perhaps. Some light conversation.
Hell yeah.
Can I get you something to drink?
Hell yeah. I'm totally down for some wine.
Wine? Okay.
Red, nothing too dry,
Sure. I'll flag somebody over.
Done.
I'm gonna get myself a black velvet.
Oh, classy. Drinks are going to cost no money unless it is shots, and it will be 50 cents a shot.
Okay, well, he wants wine, so yeah. So I'm sorry, I forgot his name already.
John. Why do you not care about John? Okay, John has an intricate backstory.
I do care about John. I just sorry, John. I'm new to the city and just there's a lot going on in my mind at the moment. But
oh well, welcome.
Yeah, here. Have you been here long?
Born here. But just been working away for most of my life. Recently got into management here, which is nice. thought it'd be weird because I didn't work here beforehand, but the resume covered it. So, but no, everyone was cool. Everyone's cool.
Yes, everybody. Some people seem a little. I heard Canadians were very polite. It's not hasn't been my entire experience, but you seem quite nice.
Yeah, a lot of us are polite. Little bit of a stereotype. Comes along with saying a boot and a.
Yeah, well, I haven't heard that till just now, so I can understand that.
But
So
yeah.
Yeah. So, John, have you ever heard of? I have no idea how to do this because this is my first time ever playing this.
Yep,
game.
100%.
You seem to have something on your shoulder there, sir.
Oh. He'll
Can
check.
you missed it. Can I get it for you?
Of course.
Okay, I'm gonna lean in and drink his blood.
Beautiful.
Hold on. Just to make this easier, I see what you're going for.
Yeah.
Let me give you a roll. Because you are trying to do this politely and not trying to openly say it, roll charisma and persuasion.
Oh, yeah.
And you will get one additional die on the roll because of your specialty.
Okay.
Yeah, because despite what just happened, this is something that you are proficient at doing.
There we go.
Okay. You go in, and he pulls away a little bit, and he's like, were you just gonna try and kiss my neck?
I'm sorry, John. It's a European custom. Just a peck on the cheek, and here's the thing, and I just like flake my hands away to pretend that there was something on his shoulder.
No, because with that, because you got the one, no, it's all right. I just prefer to do any sort of thing like that in private, not out in, like, I'm cool at the booth, but not.
Oh, okay. Well, you did catch me there. I was trying to be a little bit sly. Yeah, let's take our drinks over to a booth then.
Of course, and yeah, there
A booth.
it can be easily taken care of. Yeah. We will cut away from that scene. Who else is choosing to mingle?
Aramis will mingle, but he's not gonna necessarily look to feed
Alright.
particularly.
Are you looking to get any sort of specific information from mingling, or are you just mingling for socializing's sake?
Mingling just maybe to see if there might be any news of any next, fights that may be happening that probably should not be happening. They're like that kind of talk.
Hell yeah, roll me wits awareness. And do you have anything that you think you might be able to use to boost this, listening in on conversations going by, things like that?
I do not believe I have any disciplines for that. No.
I will confirm for you right now. You do not. Okay, so in that case, make the roll. All right, with 3 successes. Indeed, you do hear of rumors of fights going on. They don't know exactly when, but they're not completely legal.
Mm-hmm.
And the next one should be happening in how nice do I want to be? I'm gonna say Uptown.
Okay.
Yep, probably about a week or so away.
All right. Right. After that, he'll hang around that-ish group of people for a while.
Do you want to? If you want to, you can try and dig deeper to see if you can get any more information out of it. If that's the case, what do you do to dig deeper?
Yeah, he'll casually approach probably the person who mentioned the fight in the first place.
Yeah. It appears to be a group of younger individuals, probably mid to early 20s. And the gentleman currently speaking is just like, yeah, no, I've been to watch a couple of events. weren't entirely above board, but good fights. Good fights. As you're approaching, hey man, what's up?
Hola. I couldn't help but overhear your talk of fights and such.
Yeah, you a fan?
But, you could say that I'm a fan. Yeah. Do you have any precise information about such events?
Not super precise. Like I got a buddy that gives me the hookup a couple days beforehand. I just have a general sense. I've seen your face before.
Oh, have you? Where have you seen my face?
I saw you get your ass kicked by some guy like a year back, I think.
Yeah. Back in my hometown. That was
who was it?
Unfortunate.
Lawrence Shepard. That's who it was. Lawrence Shepard destroyed you in like a minute and a half.
That was
didn't he get like the knockout for the knockout of the night for that one?
I believe he did.
Oh snap! Hey, yeah, no. As soon as I hear something, I'll let you know.
Thank you. Could you give me your contact information for that?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'll give you my number.
Sure. Well, let's get to this lovely problem that all Lasombra have. Dealing with their phones.
All right. And with that, if you want to stay there, you do get his number, and he will. Seems like he will definitely follow through. He seems to be a casual fight fan, but not like super duper like fanatical about it.
Okay. Yeah.
And Caroline.
Yeah. Caroline's probably just gonna go to the bar and like order a beer, and I don't know if it's allowed in here, but she's gonna light up a cigarette and just kind of like people watch, eavesdrop.
Right now, whether it's technically allowed or not, again, staff event, they're not bothering you about it whatsoever.
Cool.
Bartender is a woman in her 30s. Takes care of herself, works out, but she's clearly been doing this for a while. There you go. There's your drink. I see you're doing the national pastime of bartenders when it's slow.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Say, got any juicy gossip from this place?
All this place
might make the time go faster.
All this place is juicy gossip. Are you kidding me?
So give me the latest or the juiciest.
Juiciest that costs you.
I might be able to pay.
What do you got? You give me something interesting. I'll give you something juicy.
At that, I'm gonna take my sunglasses off and kind of like flip my hair over my shoulder. Do I get any vibes when I do that?
Roll a. It'll definitely fall under wits. Wits insight.
Okay. Sorry, I'm still learning the sheet.
It's all good. Go to insight first, then do wits.
Okay, there we go.
All right. With a 3, you do.
How about you, me? I have a really nice car outside.
Oh. Okay. Straightforward. I like it. What's your car?
Life short.
Define nice.
Old Mustang. I take good care of her.
I bet you do. That's a beautiful car. Hell yeah. No,
Yeah.
I got some juice for you.
Let's hear it.
I think this one will fit you from what I'm reading and picking up. Every once in a while, some unsavory fellows come down into the Gypsy Rose. I think there might be some connections to fighting, some connections to different activities down there. Figured you'd be bored with the relationship stuff, and these people broke up, but they still like each other, and blah blah blah, and all that. That stuff gets resolved pretty quick though, which is nice.
No, I don't have time for relationships. So they just come in here and talk about fighting?
No, there's some other talk about movement of drugs, things like that. But it's nothing too heavy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Common thing. I figured you'd be all right to tell because you're over chatting with the bosses, so they don't speak to a lot of people.
How are the bosses? Treat you good?
Are you kidding me? Hell yeah. And you see, as she says that, she has a drink of her own behind the bar.
I'll just toast her and be like, well, cheers to connections.
Hell yeah, cheers to connections. I'll get someone to cover me in about 5 minutes.
All right, you'll find me in the Mustang, and I'll just put my sunglasses back on, take my beer, and go outside.
All right. So first order of business. Did any of you actually consume your drinks?
Yes.
Cap?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I just had the sips just for that.
Just one beer.
Anybody who actually consumed their beverages, you would know the only way to get it out of your body is the same way that it came in. Unless you have the unique ability to actually consume food. Because then it stays down for a little bit longer.
Okay.
So what we see is anyone who did consume, the moment you leave, you find a spot private and eject it all out of your body.
Okay, and just for the sake of it, then in my Mustang, I will carry around like one of those disposable toothbrushes.
100%, it makes perfect sense.
Cool.
It's something that I expect all kindred to have if they're smart.
Yeah.
Get caught on your fangs, though. I mean, so the Rev wants to. I think the Rev might pop out his collar for this.
Oh.
He wants to look for a group of friends where there's one who's sober.
Roll me a d10.
Okay.
This is going to be to see if you succeed. If they're okay, you do find one very sober person. They are the designated driver.
And their friends are all
Gone.
vibing with that. Okay.
Gone. This sober individual is leaning against, is like sitting there chilling, reading a book.
Mm-hmm.
And they
Okay.
yeah, they look like they're having a decent time. Like, they're smiling and they're laughing at their friends, but ultimately they're there reading and prepared to drive people home.
Okay. And so at least some of their friends are high.
There's like a group of 10 people around them.
Okay.
And they are gone.
So I'm going to...
This party has, like, the management, the higher level bar staff, and, like, the higher level kitchen staff and all that. But also, they can bring people themselves. Like, they can bring a girlfriend, they can bring a spouse, they can bring whatever. Like, it's not just that. It's just that's the drop off. So, yeah.
So I'm going to go out and Halo on.
Mm-hmm.
And go up to them. Hi there.
Sorry, you're talking
you
to me?
enjoying yourself?
Hell,
Yeah. What are you reading?
Absolutely. It's some book somebody lent me, something about like mice or something, whatever. I think it's like in the Redwall series, something like that. It's all right.
Redwall?
Yeah. Little like anthropomorphic like rodents and stuff like that, and it's like medieval. It's whatever. Yeah.
Interesting.
Laughing at the girlfriend and her friends.
Yeah. You because I noticed, are you like a designated driver?
Yeah. Didn't have to, but I wanted to get a very entertaining night,
Yeah, I think with all the ride sharing and the fine taxis in this city, I think what you're doing is you're just holding yourself back. I think maybe, I think someone around here probably has the perfect thing to just bring your night that much better.
Well, that's not happening
why don't we
yet.
see?
That's happening after we leave. If you catch my drift.
Look at these people here. Come on, join me.
Roll a manipulation plus persuasion.
And do I get to add my Halo on this?
If you have a specialty that fits, yeah.
I'm just using awe.
Oh, if you're using awe, then absolutely that will.
Manipulation plus persuasion. Okay, attribute manipulation.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna look at awe because this is the first use of powers within the game.
Yeah.
So, you get to add your presence rating of 3 to the roll.
Okay. Only 8 successes.
With this awe, however,
yes.
do you activate it on one? Awe isn't traditionally one person.
Oh no, I'm not doing it for one person.
So with 8 successes, he can't succeed.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm just trying to convince him to have a little speed from one of his friends.
Oh, you're trying to convince him.
Yeah.
You turn this party up to 11.
Yeah.
Because you start with one person, but they're so into it that it just spreads.
Yeah. And then the person that virgin speed user, I feed off them.
Hell yeah. You don't need to make a single roll for that. You are good. He's not gonna remember shit from this night.
The Holy Sacrament.
But no, you turn the party up to 11.
I give you the body of Heisenberg, and I take the blood of Christ.
The final notable scene of the night is indeed going to be down at a Mustang. Details are not needed. However, I will let you recommend a roll to see how you do.
Okay.
Because every little detail matters, and this may affect your reputation in this space.
Okay. Would it be like dexterity?
Dexterity works. Dexterity works.
Let's see. I kind of want to say etiquette, but I don't know.
If you want to rock dexterity etiquette, I am down.
Okay, I'm gonna try that.
Do you like this way or this way?
All right. With 3 successes, you are good. I'm gonna do one thing first. So I'm gonna look at your sheet, because I'm gonna see if there's any additional dice you could roll, because you may have powers that could affect this.
The advantages, right?
I'm gonna say that your rapid reflexes comes into effect, and I'm gonna give you additional successes.
Fair. It's very fair.
It's not a traditional use of rapid reflexes, but I'll say that it applies. Additionally, just so everyone is aware, you can also attempt to rouse the blood, which will give you an extra die on your next roll, but you may become hungrier because of it. Do you walk her back up to work?
No, but like I'll escort her out of my Mustang and like, lean up to the side, give her a kiss on the cheek, slap her booty as she walks by and be like, see you around kind of thing.
Yeah. And with that, later on in the night, probably about 3 in the morning-ish, I would say everyone finally congregates back together.
Oh, I thought you were saying she got a phone call.
1 second.
Gets off.
I'll be right back.
A escort from the Mustang, though, is...
Like, I ain't leaving my car.
I lean across and open the door.
Get out, buy, smack on the ass. Okay, good. Time to go.
If I escorted her back to the bar, yeah, no, that would have been like too much of a relationship level. I'm not having it. So how was everybody's weekend?
Yeah, it's pretty alright.
Yeah.
Still waiting for my glasses forever.
No.
Which apparently I'm getting
I
tomorrow.
just noticed they're broken, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
This side is taped, this arm's gone, I'm living on the edge. So apparently I'm supposed to get them tomorrow. So I'm happy about that if they actually come tomorrow. That way I stop messing with my glasses, but also this is blinding me. Yeah. After the fiasco thing, I was like, okay, my wet laptop cam's not really up to snuff. And I didn't know who my laptop cam was the issue, so I got a whole new cam. With a ring light, and then the ring light is blinding me. So I'm turning that off until I get my other glasses that could probably see through that blindingness.
I have a ring light with like a package this on top of it.
Oh.
That is so smart, actually, yeah. Because I also have a ring light and I blink like incessantly, like just constantly because of it. It's like blinding.
Yeah.
But that's smart.
I did not expect this small thing to destroy my eyeballs, but it did.
I just bought a ring light. I was wearing my wife's ring light, and then she needed it back for her meetings and stuff. And so I was like, okay. So then I went shopping for them, and I'm like, I can't decide. So I just looked at whatever she ordered last, and I ordered it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope. Save. You know, I'm sure they're almost all the same. I do like that. That's a good diffuser. That's good. That's smart.
Thank you very much. My spouse and I just sold our house, so we're just waiting for it to close. So, like, they've moved. The other people have moved in. We're just like waiting for the transfer of funds and all that stuff, and it's just like such a long process that it's nice that it's going to be over. But we're just like, come on, just send us the money. Just like we want it to be over.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, my parents are just moving and selling their place, and then finding out that, you know, they can't find a new place to move into. I mean, they rented a place, but they, you know, it's like, I guess they have too high standards for where they want to live.
Oh.
Yeah. They did successfully bid on a place.
Oh.
And then after the like timeline was over, like there's like if everyone only bids up to like 4:00, and then someone came in at like 4:20, but with like a $60,000 more bid. And
Oh my god.
Yeah, like it's like way outside of my parents' price range, I guess. And it was like, oh, well, they broke the rules, but with so much money, we're gonna take it. So,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Where is that? Sorry.
oh, I can't tell.
Okay. Top
I'll tell you off stream.
Must be Russia.
True. Indeed.
I play with a guy from Serbia.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Neat stories there about stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just had some electrical work done around here. If I was to pan the camera, you can see big holes in the ceiling. Stuff being patched. And oh my goodness, all the stories from all these international players. They were like, oh yeah, here's what the bad electrical stuff we deal with. Here's the bad electrical stuff we deal with. Because there's nuts. There's the behind our house walls. I don't want to think about it. Like an outlet that had live power, but it just wasn't hooked up. The wires were just floating there.
I think I lived in an apartment like that in Europe. A lot of them over here kind of just like freestyle.
I'm gonna run and grab a drink, I guess.
Yeah, normally we would take a break at like 2 hours, but I don't know how long he's gonna be, so maybe we can all just take a break for a second? Or do you want to wait?
I'm gonna be quick.
I'm fine with taking a break.
Yeah, might as well.
I think we can take 5. I'll just text it to him so when he comes back he knows.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
I would like to clean up my area that I had to run back to with my food.
Alright, and then to the stream, we'll be right back. See you soon. Don't leave.
After these commercial messages.
Hey!
All right.
Hey.
Situations in life have now been handled.
Good.
And we are back.
Taking a short
And
break.
I am now Kendra.
For a second, you were.
Oh, there we go. Good.
But back around 3 in the morning. You guys will indeed come back together.
Just around the bar.
Around the bar is perfectly suitable location.
Who would have gone to the lower levels? The lower levels. Sorry, what was it called?
Do
So,
you
like,
want to be
who-
meeting at one of the lower levels of the bar? Like,
Yeah,
like one of the
like-
different floors? Because all floors are open right now.
Is
Well, we
Efrys-
could meet at the top, and then we could go down.
Yeah. So do you go down to the jazz club, which is very classic design, well appointed, very much like red inspired, dark purple lighting for different occasions, stained floors, or the grungy space that is taken care of but looks like it's been scuffed on purpose, a lot of like war memorabilia. Currently a really good act is there.
Well,
Efrys-
I mean, I find jazz a little too cold, eh? But but I don't think we could hear ourselves in the other place.
At this point in the night, you would be able to, because they would just be wrapping up.
Well, I mean, I feel like my flannel would go over a little better in the
Yeah.
the lower level. I'm not a big fan of the war imagery, but I understand. But that party really picked up.
Oh, absolutely. It's
I don't
still
know where
going.
you took off to, but oh man, was it exciting! I feel some people really got in touch with their inner selves. Like, yeah.
So did you decipher any passages from your Quran there?
Oh no, I mean, I just want to make sure that it was present.
Was it present this evening in your activities?
Yeah, I think it was. I mean,
Yeah.
one of the things I really dig about the Islam and a lot of the kind of later religions is they really went for this abstractness, right? Like, you don't want to like personify the deity. You want to kind of like, it really kind of did something new with mysticism that like the Greeks never really, they had their own thing, but they took it to a whole new level. And and I think the sacrament could be anything, man. Anything.
Did you find any new followers?
Oh, hey, I'm not looking for followers.
Oh.
I'm looking
Certainly
for people
not.
to follow their hearts and their souls.
Oh, right. Whatever you
See it.
say.
Yeah, not whatever I say. That would be followers.
What about you two? What did you get into tonight?
I had a pleasant meeting. Aramis, yourself?
I looked for some. Oh, der kan jeg.
All right. You would know that the driver assigned to you for the night would still be waiting in position. And next step would be to head to the Haven. Now,
Because
if
you'll
someone
follow
wishes
and-
to head home first and see the Haven the next night, they totally can. However, it's your call.
I think it's best to check it out now, but I don't mind doing so alone.
I'm
I'll
curious
go.
about it. Yeah, I'll follow you guys.
If everyone else is going, I might as well as well.
Honestly, the rooms in the YMCA have been getting a little iffy lately.
You're staying at a YMCA?
Well, from time to time, yeah.
Don't knock it, but try it.
Okay. I mean, I'm definitely not
Why
going
stay
to try
at the
it, but
YMCA?
your fun and my fun might be a little bit different.
Probably.
I absolutely love it. Driving at this point in time of the night takes no time to get there. While the city is still alive, it's not quite to New York levels where, like, even at like at 4 a.m, it still takes an hour to get somewhere. And you pull up in front of a location known as Wood Green Discount Drug Mart. Discount Drug Mart.
Love it already.
And you know, if you go around back, there is a door into the basement.
Thank you, driver.
Of course.
Aramis will tap the car.
Yeah, I'm stepping out.
Yep. There is a local space that you can easily park at that you do not have to pay for.
Okay. She probably wouldn't have anyways, but okay.
No, just break the parking meter. You know, you're fine. This is busted.
Yeah.
It's fine.
All right. With that, who's the first one to enter into the Haven?
Oh, please. Go ahead.
I insist. You go.
Oh, if you're insisting, then I will go in. Yes.
Caroline's
So
just
I
gonna
go
walk
in
up
first?
to the door. Okay.
Or, yeah, then you
Yeah.
can walk past me.
When you guys are discussing this, I'm just gonna go in.
Okay.
Is there lights in this haven?
There is. The lights look like they've been recently had the fixtures replaced. However, they still are lights that wave back and forth if there's a strong breeze.
They're misbehaving.
Are they bright lights?
No, they're not.
Okay.
No, they're comfortable lights. But yeah, you get down there. This is very much built for function, not comfort. You do notice in the corner there is a large cell that has a combination lock.
Ooh.
This could be fun.
And then
Did they leave us
additionally to that, on one of the back walls, you see there's probably spots for about 5 people to comfortably sleep. And on one of the back walls, there is a picture of a matronly-looking older woman. And it's a well-painted picture.
I'll take a look at that picture.
Smells like it's recently been cleaned. Okay.
Is it-
How are you taking a look
As
at
the
the picture?
driver?
No, speak.
No, I go ahead, Thea.
How am I gonna look at it? I just want to see if it's like a famous painting or if it's,
No need to roll for it. It's not a famous painting.
or sorry, like is it like a famous person?
No.
Or like described in such a way.
No, it is not. If you like, you can take it off the wall and look on the back, and it's the painting of somebody's grandmother. It's very old, and you can tell that they were a nurse.
Hmm. I'll just turn it around and put it in the corner.
You go to turn it around, and roll me wits and occult.
Oh, I'm hungry.
Okay. With that roll, turning that painting around feels like the wrong thing to do.
I stop myself and
Especially being what you are,
yeah.
like, it feels like the wrong thing to do.
Can I try to search for like a supernatural, like something supernatural with? Oh no, wait.
Do you want to sense the unseen?
Yes, that's the one that I was thinking of. Yes.
All right. If that is the case, I need you to roll me wits and your aspects, which is 3 dice.
Do I just add 3 dice?
Yep. So roll wits, add 3 dice. You do see a faint aura of something coming from it, but you don't know what it is.
Okay. Okay, I just kind of dust it off and hang it back up, look at it, and kind of just continue to look at it a little bit.
All right. The Rev was asking about the driver.
Yeah, is he coming in?
He is.
She?
He is not coming in.
Okay.
Yeah. This was your personal space. You know that he's still out there for another couple minutes, just to be sure you guys are good. But
I will
beyond
pop back
that,
out.
yeah. Okay, you pop back out.
And say, there's a combination lock down here. Do you happen to know the combination?
Oh yeah, hold on. Gives you a card that has a combination on it.
Excellent. Thanks so much.
No problem. You guys need anything else?
No, I think I'm good. I think we're all good. What's your name?
My name is yeah, I'll give it to you, Trevor. Yeah.
Thank you, Trevor. I very much appreciate it. You take good care of yourself.
And I appreciate you.
I give him my phone number. Say, hey, you ever need to talk about things I know in your line of work can be stressful? Just chat. I'm there for you, okay?
Understood. Thank you, boss man. And he'll get in the car and drive off. After he drives off, what is everybody else doing down in the space? So there is a couple of separate rooms. There is what looks like a storage room. Nothing is currently in there. And there is also like a boiler room.
Ooh, boiler room.
The boiler's been disconnected though.
No, that's fine. Who needs warmth? Warmth is an unnecessary thing.
Oh, it's just because like all the heating and stuff was moved to the roof at some point. So.
How big is the boiler?
Boiler's decently sized.
Is there a hatch for it?
Yeah, it has a door. Yeah. Do you want to open it?
Well, I'm outside still, but I'm planning for ahead.
All right. Well, this is something that looking around that everybody else would notice too.
Oh, okay.
I just probably want to investigate the cell. I don't really care about boilers.
All right. Yeah, you look at the cell. Iron bars. Relatively nice combination lock. Not super high tech. But it seems like it'd be one that'd be difficult to crack. Could probably fit 2 people in there. 3 if you really
Okay.
wanted to.
3 if you want to violate a chronicle tenant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you say it that way, then I will not say no. But yes.
So, this place is cozy.
Small, quaint, nothing too fancy. He says, opening the storage room door.
All right. You open the storage room door. Indeed, you do see there's some boxes, various things, like old parts for the said boiler. But other than that, it's just available space.
Hmm. Huh.
Carolyn, make a wits. This is gonna be a wits. That's not a character sheet. There we go. Wits and stealth.
Ooh.
Okay. As you're doing another sort of walk around, trying to get used to the space, like you walk by that boiler a second time, and you notice that the hinges on the door are welded, which doesn't make sense, let alone leaving the boiler in the space.
That's on the boiler?
Yeah, so like the door that would normally open to work on the filter, and like
Yeah.
actually work on parts, those hinges are welded, so it wouldn't open regularly. Like the backside of the door is.
Okay, I'll bite. I'll open the door.
That is where you find some guns.
Ooh, okay. I'll take 2 out.
Yep.
And be like, show them off to the group and be like, look what I found.
So, you guys can all have access to your Haven page, and you get 10 rounds of ammunition. Decide split in whatever way you want amongst those two weapons.
Sorry, what are the 2 weapons again?
There is a Smith & Wesson 9mm. It's a Model 39, and then a rifle Savage Access 2 XP. Basically, a decent hunting rifle and a decent pistol. Not military grade, but they're nice.
I'm Googling them.
I'm very familiar with this Smith & Wesson.
I googled in order to find what I think would fit. So.
All guns look the same to me, so.
Unless it's on Forgotten Weapons, it's all the same. I can't stop watching that YouTube channel.
But
So
yes.
does anybody have any experience with these?
Not firsthand, no.
But how hard can it be? Just point and shoot. It's
Okay, that makes me believe that. Okay, yeah.
Do you know how to?
I had a gun, right?
You wouldn't have yours on you right now,
I wouldn't. Okay.
but like everyone can tell from the way that you handle it, like this is not something new to you whatsoever. Like
I'm pretty good.
you do, like when you pick it up, without thinking, you make sure the safety is on, check if there's ammunition, like it's all ingrained habit.
Of course.
Like it's even to the point where you check for like serial number.
Are there serial numbers?
No, they've been shaved off.
Cool. I can probably teach you a thing or two later.
That could be helpful.
Yep. Anybody seeing this, especially the Rev, just because of age and life experience. No, that would also fall under Efrys. You're like, noted. Understands guns.
Yeah.
But the Rev hasn't come back yet.
It's true. I'll say you're coming back down at this point.
Oh no, I want to go into the drugstore if it's open right now.
It is not.
It's like 4.
Oh, okay. But then I come back in.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Not open.
Late night drugstore.
Well, I thought it might be a convenience store. But yeah.
Nope, just drugstore.
It's an inconvenience store right now.
Oh.
Oh!
With a Western Union.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
All right, you come back down. You see, Caroline has a couple guns with her.
Oh, guns. Not a big fan.
More for me then.
So, oh, look, there's a boiler. I opened the thing. Oh, I guess there's probably a gun rack in there, eh?
Yes.
Is there room for someone to get in there?
It would be a tight squeeze. Maybe a kid.
I started looking for blankets.
No blankets in there.
No, like, not in the boiler room, but in
I'm glad you picked up on that. Yeah, no, there's a couple of blankets around the space.
Okay, I get them. Like, all the blankets.
Yep. Let's see how many you get. You find 6.
Okay, great. 6 blankets will do. And I start. So, are there bunks here? What are we expected to stay during the day?
There's a couple of beds. But
Like 2
that's
beds?
about it. Yeah, there's literally 2 beds, and it's the frames.
There's no mattresses?
One of them has what was a mattress, but it is been moth-eaten and, like, will probably fall apart.
How much space is under the frames?
Enough for a person.
Okay. All right.
We're gonna need to procure some better sleeping arrangements. It's a good thing we came here tonight.
Well,
Yes.
some of us might have sleeping arrangements already, but you guys have fun with that. She's gonna like look to the like rotting beds or whatever.
You two will have so much free time to talk to each other.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll become really close.
This reminds me of my missionary work in Africa.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to do missionary work. Hey,
My missionary work in South America was way nicer.
I bet.
All right.
So, how are we going to get into this cage here?
You generally open the door.
Yes. So, does anybody know how to pick locks?
Yes. Here, watch. And I'll go and I will like listen and I will pick the lock.
Okay, hold on. This is going to require a roll.
Okay.
This is going to be a roll-off. So, what I would like from the Rev is manipulation and larceny. And
Input value. Oh, manipulation. There we go.
then from Efrys, a wits and wits awareness. Wits and larceny. Let's make them both larceny rolls.
Oh God.
Weird role to call for manipulation larceny, but totally picked the lock.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else in the room can also roll wits and larceny to see if they pick up on the fact of the shame.
I already had the combination.
Yeah.
Right now, I look like a real cool lock picker.
Pick the lock. Pick the lock.
Yeah, I had to pick up the skill once when I was at a mission, and they had to lock a lot of the drugs away, because some ne'er-do-wells would get at them, and we had this nun. She meant well, but she was always losing the key, and so practice. The Lord moves in mysterious ways, as they say.
It sure does.
How kind of you.
All right. Is there anything else important for the current night, or do people go to the spaces they are going to rest and wake up the next day?
I go under the bed frame.
Yep.
And cover myself in blankets. Like all 6 of those blankets are involved. So, and I physically break the light in the room before I go to sleep.
Cool. Now there's glass on the floor.
Okay.
Have a peaceful slumber. I call Uber, I guess.
And as soon as it hits appropriate time where sun will be starting to rise, you are out. Unbeknownst to you guys, during the day, the city bustles, it moves, it goes, but the neighborhood watch keeps a close eye on this area. Because the head of the neighborhood watch owns the building. So, a lot of things that you might normally be worried about seem to be a little bit curbed. You all wake up, and this is where we will make our first rouse check. This is a single D10. On a 6 or higher, you do not get hungrier.
Yay. Ooh.
That's a good... Both of those are good. Rev isn't hungrier. All we're looking now is Aramis. Single D10.
There you go.
Oh, 2 10s on a rouse? Nice. Yeah, you guys all wake up. Your beast is currently quelled. You are not being drawn to your actions a bit more ravenously than you normally would. What do you guys want to do? 2 people are in their separate lodgings. 2 people are in the haven. The light is busted, so it's still real dark in there.
Oh, sorry. I would have gone back to where I was staying before.
Okay, wonderful. So the Rev is by himself in a dark room.
So it's still... Sunset is about like 5 o'clock. So the drugstore should still be open.
It's relatively early. The drugstore should be open. You would have also been informed that the owner of the drugstore isn't aware that she owns the basement for some reason. You wouldn't have been told the reason, and if you dug farther, you still wouldn't have been told the reason. But yeah, you go to the drugstore. You see a older woman behind the counter. This appears to be a 2-person operation. It is her and her niece, you would guess. She's probably in her 60s.
Oh, I have to do Flesh of Life too, right? Or
you don't.
what it's called?
You don't have to. However, if you want to appear to be breathing and to have a little more color to your skin, that it would be recommended.
Yeah, I'm gonna have done that too when I go in there. So,
all right,
gotta do another rouse check.
You do. You're good. It's a weird feeling when your organs are just there and don't actually serve a purpose. A lot of them, to actually get the blood moving through them again. So you go through that process of restarting your body to this almost to the state of where it once functioned.
I kind of do some BS Tai Chi moves, and then I go up there and I just really want to just check it out and buy like a couple of cheap thermal blankets. You know, those just awful silver cheap things.
Yeah. What's your resources?
One. Okay.
To get a couple of thermal blankets, you're good.
Yeah.
Getting much more, you would have to roll for.
No, that's maybe a balaclava if they got one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. And I just take that, put it in the haven, and then pull out my cell phone.
Yeah, you can have a cell phone.
Yeah, and then call. Did we share numbers?
Not that it was mentioned.
Oh, okay. So I'm like, I pull it out and then I look at it and like.
and on the confused face of the Rev, let's next go to Aramis. Let's go diagonals.
Ooh. First thing Aramis is gonna do is just like go to. Let's see. Did I hear anything from? Second of all, that's fine. You don't have to deal with him. Going to the gym.
Going to the gym?
Yep.
All right. Indeed, you do go to the gym. You start working out, and are you going to your regular gym or the neighborhood one?
I'm going to the neighborhood one with Lawrence, I believe.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, with Lawrence.
Yeah, so you show up to Power Performance Sports. There is currently a beginner class going on. He is teaching boxing, but his definition of a beginner class, at least at this stage, is sparring with only jabs and straights.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some people who are clearly not good, and he every little bit he goes in, he corrects them. But it's the type of thing where like there's always a plan until you get hit in the face.
Yeah, that's how it goes. And then everything gets confused.
It's true. But you are in there, you get going. After a while, indeed, Lawrence does notice. Let me confirm I got that name right. I didn't think I did because absolutely.
Yeah.
He is a older gentleman. He is a bit of a tan, but he does have naturally darker brown skin. And he's like, "Hey, work on your form. You need to swing from the hip.
He's saying that to me, or is he saying that to the other?
He's saying that to you.
After, he'll just like stop punching back for a moment and look back. So really, you want me to sing? And yeah, he'll whatchamacallit. He'll word for it.
All right. Roll dexterity athletics. Let's see how you do.
Sure. Let's go. Bam. I have swung.
All right. Yeah, no, indeed. You do. And he's like, "There you go, kid. You have to swing and put your hand right through their body. You can't partially go through. If it's a big hit, you got to go through the body."
Through the body.
Here, let me show you. And he will walk up to you and get you to put your arms up
Yeah, he'll follow through.
And he's gonna hit you in the ribs. He gets you pretty good for an old guy. He digs it in there, and yeah, you can see the fact that the technique works.
Yeah, he'll he'll just like buffer back a little bit, but he'll stand strong.
See?
Right.
See, it's all about technique.
Right. And then he'll perform the technique on said punching bag a few times.
Perfect. You don't need to roll for that. You're following through. And indeed, it's just those little details that he notices. It's weird if you work out for more than about an hour, hour and a half, because you don't naturally fatigue.
Yes. He, at this point, I believe he'd be fine with timing it. So he's just going to, after the hour, he's just going to just move off the punching bag, act a little, just not winded, but just act like he just did a nice workout without, sweating.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And look to see if the other participants have picked up on the technique, or if they're still flubbing around.
Oh, he's not even working on that technique with them. Right now, what he's working on for them is when they throw a jab, not to just, like, awkwardly turn their hand first, then throw it. Like, it's at the stage where he's had to increase his amount of beginner classes, and he's getting a lot of people who are trying to learn quote-unquote self-defense.
For a bit, Aramis will go and try to, assist them with their form, just to help the old man.
All right. It's definitely appreciated. Next, let's go to Caroline.
Okay. Caroline's gonna start her day. Let's say she goes to visit her friend, Charles.
Hell yeah.
I like Charles already.
Charles is good people. That's all I got to say. Let me... there we go. Alright, yeah, so Charles is still at work. Now, if you give him a call, he can easily... He can easily have an excuse to get out, but...
So what Caroline will do, is she will drive to his work and kind of like prop up outside of the door and give him a call and be like, when he answers, just be like, officer, it's an emergency, please, you must come quick.
Of course it's an emergency. Give me 2 seconds. I'll say I'm going on my dinner break.
Thank you.
By 2 seconds, he means 10 minutes. And he will indeed walk out and just knock on your car window.
I would have already died twice by now, Charles.
It's true. And I wouldn't get these annoying-ass phone calls whenever you want to talk.
Oh, but you would miss me so much if I were gone.
I suppose so. What's up? What's up, kid?
Just wanted to say hi and anything going on, any lead?
Any leads? Any leads about what?
I don't know. Anything about what's, anything peculiar going on about, Midtown, the West End?
Midtown and the West End. Okay. Okay, I see where you're going for this. Nothing too crazy, at least not yet. Midtown, there's a bit more of a rash of people's dogs going missing. A lot of calls about missing dogs from Midtown.
You do such riveting work.
Also, this just came in, but there was a dude that recently got shot in his house. We think it might be drug connected, but we're not sure. I'm not on the case. That's somebody else. So, I'm just putting bits and pieces together. West End, however, again, pick up on crime, pick up on more car thefts. Activity's not too bad there, though. Right now I'm working more of a case that's focused cross town. A couple of assaults that seem linked. So.
Sounds pretty boring. All right. Thanks, Charles.
Do you ever call to just say hello and grab a drink? Is that something that happens with you for anybody?
No. You'd have to actually save my life once or twice for me to do that.
Fucking jeez, you're complicated. Get out of here, kid.
I'll be seeing you. And I'll just roll up my window and drive away.
You just hear the end of "Don't make it a habit."
And I'll drive towards our haven.
All right, and last but not least, Efrys.
Okay. Efrys wakes up and does just some light jogging in place, just some push-ups, some sit-ups,
Okay.
some very just basic body maintenance things.
I have a question. Are you currently living in the same space that is just being finished now, or do you have your own space?
I'm in the space that's being finished now.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, as you're doing your morning routine, quote unquote, nightly routine, just walking by your room, you hear. You know there's no purpose to warming up your body, right? Like you're covered.
Old habits?
Yes, you still have those.
Yes. How are things going?
Well, things are all going wonderful on my end. I am back in the city. I am discovering new things. People are going to truly meet and understand the value of Nigel Church. Not yet, but they will.
Of course they will. And hopefully I can make an impact as well.
Well, you better.
Thanks again for your help, Nigel, getting things set up last evening.
Oh, of course, not a problem. I made sure to use my connections to Dover to get you in, and I think you are a suitable being for such things. Everyone is so rough, and you are more of a spiritual fella.
Well, quite as much as some, it would seem.
I have heard rumors of the insufferable one.
The Rev, they call him.
Oh, that's what they call him.
It's seen him before around. We do have some similar interests, it seems, but he's a bit more extreme than I am. But with all that, the group that I've been paired with seems to be well-rounded, to say the least. That's
always the best way to do it. I remember when I was put into my coterie before, they all died during the unfortunate first round of happenings in London, so. But I made it out, which is alright.
Yeah. The best usually do, Nigel.
I don't know if it was the best, but I was shocked that Mithras still had his loyal people even after Inquisition. Either way, is there anything you need before I get about my business? I have a meeting with a couple of officials tonight, and I want to show up early and make them worried.
Yes, just the name of I'm thinking of picking up some forms of bedrolls or something like that, in case I need to stay at.
Oh. Do you have the
Just-
the cost of those covered?
I should be able to. Yes, that's not a problem. I'm just not sure what store would be adequate.
Oh, there's many places still open. You can easily go in, check, purchase what you want. If you pay with cash, no one seems to really bother.
I'm more so looking for the name of a student to establishment. I've seen the Walmart, but
Oh,
some of the goods.
don't go there. That is absolutely dreadful. I might recommend a Leon's or a privately owned furniture store.
Okay. All right.
Yes, no, Walmart is for simple folk.
Understandable. Okay.
The
I'd heard of
the type who pronounce
Television.
target Target, you know?
yes. Those people. Well, okay. Wonderful. I will. I'm going to be off then, and sure I'll see you later tonight.
Oh, hopefully
Or sorry,
not. Hopefully you're busy and you're doing other things. I have
True.
additional people I must catch up with as well.
Sounds good. Thank you for your help.
Anytime. He was wearing a great outfit, great pattern on his dress shirt with a suit over top, but the cut of the suit is very, very form-fitting.
Looking svelte.
It's true. And with that, everybody meets up. Unless you would have gone on the way to get those, to get the bedding.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, it's covered. You don't need to worry about it. You have enough money that you can easily do that.
Yeah. Something fairly light because I don't assume everyone's going to stay there all the time, but just in case.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you guys all meet up. If you meet up downstairs, everyone notices that the light bulb's been broken
In the bunker.
in the bunk room.
I was just at a place that I could have replacement for that.
Do we need a light there?
I mean,
Vampires don't naturally see in the dark, so some can.
Most vampires.
Like some can choose to see in the dark, but actually, Rev, are you choosing to see in the dark?
Where it's pitch black, yes. Oh, for sure. In here.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm actually going to confirm if it appears the way that I think it does.
Yeah, I mean, my eyes glow red.
Oh yeah. So you come in and his eyes are glowing
Actually,
red serpentine.
Mine. Yeah.
So it's pitch black, but you see a pair of red glowing snake eyes in the room.
I'll do like one of those like crosses to bless myself.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Thought you might like that.
Wow. Having such a positive effect on you all already.
Mm-hmm.
I turned my phone flashlight on and shined it up the ref's face.
Ah!
That's very much
You
the
actually
effect.
see fangs come out of that. Like,
Well, blessed be whoever.
Since this is the first session, I will be a little more helpful than I will be as the game goes on. It is very important to know the clans of the people around you, as well as the natural focuses they've gone towards.
Okay.
one big happy sect.
So, do we have to hang around this really depressing place, or can we go somewhere a little bit more fun?
I think we should do some scouting.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it depends on your definition of fun.
There has also been a couple of beds, new frames, good mattresses brought down as well.
Is there room to get underneath these new frames?
I'm going to leave that up to Efrys.
Efrys, can someone get underneath these new frames?
Make your decision wise.
They're very basic.
Okay, so I will keep this frame.
So no, there is not. But what's nice is there's like some shelving there.
Oh yeah, they have like the little shelf that pull out.
Yeah.
Wait, can someone fit in one of those shelves?
No.
They're broken up. A child could fit.
A small child. That's how we're gonna measure spaces from now on. Is how many children?
A child's width.
That right there, a 10 child trunk right there.
Glad I got that water down. Glad I got him down before that. You're making this mistake.
He's way worse than Norm Macdonald's dirty work. Thanks. Well, I guess so. I will make sure to keep my pile of blankets underneath the old bed frame.
Okay.
Is there a reason that you're
and with my balaclava and two heat blankets. There we go. I just like to be careful.
And hiding under the bed keeps you careful.
Anyone can make an intelligence occult roll to see if they might be able to distinguish why he is acting the way he is acting.
Sure, let's go.
It's a good one.
All right. With one successes will not get it. However, with 3 successes, this means that he is probably a ministry kindred. A ministry kindred. They were previously known as the followers of Set. And Light has a bit more of a problem with them. Like spotlights and floodlights actually hurt them.
Okay.
So I don't know. Actually, just kind of hurt.
Yeah.
The rev.
That was uncomfortable, but it wasn't painful. Yeah.
Oh.
It's not very common to see members of the ministry away from the ministry or independent life. It's more common in the Anarchs now, but it's still not super common.
Okay. Even though Caroline knows this, she's not going to comment on it.
Alright. If that's the case, what's the plan for the night? What are we doing?
Well, we should find some of the Sabbat, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
I'll give you this one for free. The chance of a masquerade breach from just going and finding them, massive.
Well, it's a good thing we don't believe in that, do we?
You still, that would be up to your discretion whether you believe that it's important that kindred stay hidden.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a secret, so we should protect it.
Yeah.
We don't want to confront them. Well, let's just get to know this area.
That sounds good.
So it's a good start.
I mean, maybe there's a place to have some fun here. I mean, we could go to the nearest men's mission. Those folks.
Okay.
I honestly believe your definition of fun and Caroline's definition of fun varies so differently right now.
Oh,
I don't
see in that party last night. Oh.
Yeah,
yeah, like
thought I missed that.
Like you would have
Yeah.
seen, like that party was big rough the day after, and that's just you guessing from when you were human.
Yeah, maybe we'll save that for another time and do something else.
But definitely not hit the party. I should note that I have my saber with me now.
All right, so indeed, he does have an antique saber with him.
Sheath, of course.
Yep. Appears to be 18th century, if anyone would be knowledgeable in history.
You a big fan of that old Pirates of the Caribbean movie?
Caroline, I think you would be aware of its general age based off of your background.
Okay, sure. It's pretty nice antique you have there.
Very trusty. Served me well.
Do you actually use it on people?
Yes.
Now that sounds like fun.
It is great, but
At least I was right.
Guns, swords, I don't know. What about you? What do you need?
Me? I have my hands.
Me too. One hand, two hands.
Oh my god.
You see him just like pinch the bridge of his nose.
Makes sense.
Oh, and on that note, I will be going to grab said gun. I'm gonna go grab one gun from the
Maybe leave the rifle here.
If you insist. I'll grab the Winston. Oh.
Smith and Weston.
Yeah, that one. I really know nothing. Okay, I'm so sorry.
I grabbed the Winston.
Yeah.
Well, it's now named Winston.
I'm also guessing that Caroline may have like a compartment for her actual like the one that she values like in her vehicle.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yep. At that point, there is a knock on your door.
Aramis will answer.
oh, sorry.
You see that it is Olivia, again, from the previous night. She was wearing similar dress. Tonight she is in jeans, however, instead of the dress pants. I just wanted to check in, make sure everything was going all right, make sure that no one has done anything stupid, see if you have any questions. Now that the day has, it is a new night.
Yes.
Yes.
Should we run into some of our friends? Who should we call? What's the protocol?
If it's a situation that you can handle, just handle. We'll take care of it. If not, do your best to get out of there and live. But if it's something that's vital to be dealt with, Dover is usually the one to call.
And we have his number.
I do.
OOC.
Yes, you guys would have gotten all of their numbers. Yes, actually, on that front, if it's anything more movement-wise, strike-wise, of that nature, Dover is the one to go to. If you're looking for more of a business approach, get information, backseat, understanding, or just trying to blackmail people, that is where Cheshire is a good go-to. However, if you're going to go to Cheshire, make sure that your outfit is ironed.
Oh, we don't have an iron here.
I would buy one.
I don't think I've ironed anything in years.
Okay, moving on. And last but not least, Siasi is a bit more a bit more mystically inclined. She's also very stealthy. Efrys, with your background, you would know that the Banu Hakim are similar to Tremere with their ability to use blood magic. However, they tend to go more towards like the necromantic and darker side of stuff versus the Tremere's just general scope.
Yeah. Okay.
They're not all the way there. That's something else, but they're closer.
Mhm.
By the way, at any point in time, I may completely botch a fact about this. But when I look things back, I will do my best to correct it. Back to game.
Is she still at the door? Or is she inside?
She's inside.
Just like casually, like if there's like anything that's not, or anything that's at a 90-degree angle, I'll kind of like go out of my way to like push things not at 90 degrees.
You do that? And she's like, oh, no, that's not me. That's not me that it bothers. That's
fun.
That's Lady Rose. I have no issues with angles or anything like that, really.
I said to Aramis, do you know what's going on?
Yeah.
Just, I guess, prank of some sort. I don't know.
Oh, did anyone else not pick up on it the other night? Oh, jeez. Okay, you're not that. Didn't think you were that oblivious. Yes. Miss Rose is a bit obsessed with angles, and she cannot actually focus on things if that fact is off.
Is that a similar reason why she wants things ironed to perfection?
Yes, because then you're not getting weird angles on the clothing.
So, do you have any books on sacred geometry that you could lend me? It's been a while since I brushed up on it.
I actually do because of that fact.
Oh, great. Yeah, just drop them by anytime.
I will get them sent over.
Thanks.
Not a problem. I may not be of much use in a fight or any other situation. However, if it comes down to it, I may not be the best at it, but I do know a trick or two about determining some things about blood. So if you do need me to do that, I'm always open if I'm available.
Okay, good. We don't need help in a fight. We have a higher power helping us.
I'll take out my gun at that. Yes, the higher power.
Oh,
Did I say
wonderful.
fire? I meant fire.
I've actually never held a gun. Can I hold that?
I'll take out the clip and do all that safety stuff, then give it to her.
That was very smart.
Yeah.
While she appears to be she appears to be average intelligence and like above average in some things. She holds the gun like this to look at it.
Oh. I'm just gonna take it back from her. Maybe don't touch guns.
I would love to learn. It's always been something that's interesting.
Yeah, you should probably learn how to use one before you hold one.
Yeah. You realize just how intelligent it wants to take the clip out.
Yeah.
Well, alright. If there's anything else I can do, or any other questions you might have, this is just a follow-up, because the other night things got crazy. And, again, it can all be shocking, especially when you're placed into new situations.
Is there any first move that they would like us to go with first?
No, it's really up to you where you start. You've been told the 2 areas to focus on. Pick one and go at it, really.
Do we have like their contact information?
Yes. Yeah, you have their contact information, and Olivia will give you hers as well.
I should get your contact information.
Well, of course, I will. I will gladly.
No,
give it.
I mean, not you, Olivia. I mean, I point.
She will literally just put her head down and go, "You haven't. Oh my! You're so hopeless."
These things are very complicated.
From the mouths of babes and little children.
Yeah,
You'll hear the truth.
and Aramis is gonna hand her his phone, so she can do it.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Not well. It's not because he can't do it. It's because of other reasons that he can't do. But he shouldn't do it.
I might recommend also like slapping up a coat of paint, maybe some flooring in the space, so you're not walking around on concrete. Other things,
It's good to
but,
feel the earth beneath your feet.
but it's not the earth.
It's all right. Just I know a guy who will take care of all of this for us. Thank you, Olivia.
You're very welcome.
Hmm.
The confusion is so much. It's much more of a like. You really need to think before you speak, but it's not impolite. It's more of like that background of like, okay, I see what I'm dealing with. Well, I will be off. Enjoy your nights in the city.
Thanks. We'll keep in touch.
Please do.
Thank you for dropping by.
Anytime. And with
Gracias.
that, she heads out.
That went excellently.
Precisely.
If you say
Bill
so.
has such a low expectations for us.
That
You know what?
that one. Didn't
Yeah, I like that.
Ooh. Actually, make me a intelligence and streetwise.
Who does this?
Okay.
Anybody can make it. That statement is what's going to trigger it.
Okay, let's try it. It doesn't have to do with drugs, does it?
No, it does not. No, it does not.
Why did I have a hunger die?
Everyone does. Every roll includes a hunger die.
Oh, wait. How am I at one hunger now?
I put it there.
Oh,
You are always at 1. You only get below 1 is it if you fully drain somebody.
that's right.
Okay, 1
That's
success
right.
there, 3 successes there. Okay. So to start off, the Rev, and Efrys are clueless to the fact of what I'm about to tell you. Aramis kind of gets it, but Caroline truly gets it because it's a situation. She's been around situations like this. You are being thrown into the deep end.
Got it.
It's a case of, okay, we're going to give you the basis. We're going to be available to be reached. You do you. We're watching.
All right. With that knowledge, I'll just kind of say to the group, like, probably should do better, guys.
You also know, like, you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't throw anything off
I
with
know.
Olivia. Like, she fully expected. She is trained to handle people of every different ilk.
Understood.
So, what are we thinking for this place? I can probably make a phone call to get it arranged, but what do we want?
I would like a box. A nice... Not... I mean... A coffin is kind of cliched, but I would like a coffin.
That's a different call, and I don't want to waste it on that. So, anybody else?
How about this? If you're putting some shelving units in, put one with a nice, long, deep drawer.
You could, you could place something in the storage space.
You know what? Let me just do this instead. And then can I pull out my phone and call my sugar daddy?
Hell yeah, you can.
Ooh.
I saw how uncomfortable your face got the moment you said that statement, and I am here for it.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
All right. So you pull out your phone, you make the call, and indeed, rings a couple times, but that's expected. And on the other line, hello. How can I? Oh, hi. How are you?
Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Hey, baby. How's it going?
I am doing wonderful. I'm glad that you have contacted. What's going on?
Well, I've just, missed you so much and wanted to check in and say how lonely I've been, and I'm a little bit bored, and when I get bored, I want to spend, so...
Oh, what? Oh, well, yes, if you need to have a night out with the girls or whatever, what range are we looking at? What's the details?
I'll put them on hold for a second, and I'll look to the group and be like, what's the budget, guys?
We talked about new paint as well.
Yeah, just throw me a number. I'll roll with it.
Well, we just need the basics. We don't need a lot. We just need somewhere that's free from light, relatively secure. It may be, like one of those thermarests, just for a little bit of comfort.
Okay, anybody else but the Rev have a budget they would like to throw out?
For me, 800.
Yeah, that sounds good. 800 for the whole place.
For the whole... Oh, no, okay.
No, yeah. I don't even need to comment. You're already aware of what I was about to say.
800 euros, perhaps.
Is the euro
No, I meant
different
from...
dollar?
I said... You said for me, personally, I said me for 800. The rest of the people, I don't.
Out of character,
just
how
needed to-
much would it be for to redo this place comfortably? I have no idea.
Comfortably,
2,000?
Yeah.
comfortably, you would have limited resources for the rest of the month. Let me confirm that. Yeah, comfortably, you would have either limited resources for the rest of the month, or you'd have to go out of your way to get more from him.
There'd have to be sugar given.
That is the best way. That is a way to put it.
He's not a Splenda daddy.
You got a sweet too?
Okay, I'll take him off. Well, like I said, I have been quite lonely, so, maybe you could come by soon. And as for the amount, I would say maybe around 3,000?
Oh, that's so low. No, I'll give you 5 and it's okay.
You're the best.
I will let you know when I'm stopping by. I will make sure, of course, that the sun is down because the whole deal. But yes.
Okay, well, I'll be waiting. Miss you. I'm hang up the phone.
He doesn't even get to say goodbye.
No. You gotta have boundaries.
That's the boundary. That's incredible. I am the one who says goodbye, not you.
He ain't getting to say that word. No, I refuse.
Okay.
Who was that you're talking to?
Oh, just a friend.
Anybody can make a wits insight check into that.
I'm ready. Where's my character sheet?
I'm going to rouse for this roll.
Yeah, 100%. If you rouse, you get an additional die.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So just so I pick up on that, and then I'll move my rouse check afterwards.
Yep.
So, one extra die.
One extra die.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not bad at all. It's insight. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay. Can I get the rouse check from the ref?
Oh, yeah. Rouse check.
You're good. I want someone to get hungry, you know? Okay, Caroline. I need you to make me a subterfuge resolve roll. Because you are hiding this fact.
Oh, no, you're not.
Okay. So Efrys, not 100% sure, but seems like more than a friend. Both the Rev and Aramis are like, oh, okay. You are fully aware of that situation. Maybe not the specific details or how long, but you're aware of the situation is what it is.
Yeah, from the hood, we know.
And I assume he's just cash apping that to me, just like it's in my big account now. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
You already got it.
Okay, so I'll just look at my phone, look at the guys, and just be like, well, whenever you guys want, I have the funds. Just you can arrange everything.
Yeah, so the reason why he sends as much as he did is because of the fact, one, you have to do this discreetly, and I took that into account. But also to get anything more, indeed, sugar nut Splenda.
Yep. I figured.
I can probably find some guys who can do the labor cheaply.
You could?
I mean, do it well.
Cool.
Cheaply and well is two different things, because even with that, you'll have to pay a little more on that front.
People keep their mouths shut.
Sure.
I'm looking for no more than a punching bag and weights in here. That's only for me. If anyone else sees it.
Do we have to actually go physically shopping for this, or can we just be like ordering this like off of Amazon or something?
So,
get it delivered?
if you order off of Amazon, that's a real like concrete trail. Unless you can somehow mask it, just doing Amazon would not be recommended.
Do I know somebody that can deliver these things and bring them in?
Let me confirm. I don't think you directly would.
Not me, my sire.
Your sire, most definitely.
Like a construction company that can like set up outside and just pretend to do something or whatever.
Oh, they wouldn't even need to set up outside. If you went that angle with your sire, this could be done within 2 days.
Okay. Yeah. I think I can arrange for to get what we need and to get the work done at a decent price.
In fact, after sending like a brief message off to your sire to confirm, the price would be for the entire space. Shelving and better storage in the back room, including a space with a coffin. Better hiding that secret compartment and slightly expanding it. Re-drywalling the walls, and, like, getting the place actually the way it should be looking would be 4,000. And that is taking into account the 2 days. You'd either be looking at that, or one minor boon from someone other than you in the group. Boons are a very big deal. Anarch, not so much. It just affects reputation if you refuse to do it. If Camarilla were here and they were to hear that you refused to do something and it was a boon, that's problematic. So boons are not to be taken lightly.
Yeah, if I can take care of it, and I'd like though. I'd like for the Rev's coffin to have some upgrades though.
Okay.
Some pouches in the side, and a little window on the top, just right around the face.
Well,
so they can see it.
Okay. The question is, do you want to take the details and get them to him?
To whom?
Like to your sire? Like, or do you want to get the group to meet with your sire to go over what they're looking for? Because either one works.
Well, I think that we would all want to have a input in what we actually want.
100%. 100%. Now you know that your sire would never come into this space. He would. No. So with that knowledge, what do you say?
Well, I can have the work taken care of and any upgrades we need done. If everybody is okay with it, I could put in some form of a general order, or we could speak with. We could go and speak with some people and be more specific with what we might want in the area.
Very smart. One key point to note is giving away the information of who your sire is valuable.
Yeah, some people.
Keep your secrets.
Yep.
Protect your secrets.
Protect them. Chronicle tenant, baby.
So what do you all figure?
Well, I'm not in favor of this whole world of the flesh kind of thing, but I mean, I'll meet with whoever. I'll make you guys comfortable.
I have no qualms.
Anything to get me out of this place, please.
All right. In that case, how are you guys getting to the manor house? Or do you set up a meeting at like a bar or some location?
Yeah, set up a meeting place.
Okay. Yeah.
Whatever. Or something. Whatever.
In that case, the meeting will be set up. It's super easy to do. It's it will be at a nice like cocktail lounge that's also part like garden on the outside. You would be getting just into Scarborough though. It's not in the East End. If we're looking at the map, it's probably like 124 area. Right about there.
Nice. Okay.
It is Hazel's Botanical Lounge.
Ooh.
Oh, I know the kind of stuff they want to hear.
I'm ready.
Surprisingly not. Surprisingly not. All of everything they do is all organic. Yeah, how are you guys all getting there? Who is going what car? What are those details?
How much time do we have between getting there to get there?
To get there, you're probably looking at like 10 minutes. 10, 15.
Okay. And do we have to meet him there by a specific time?
Well, actually, no, wait. You're looking more like 30. By a specific time? Yes.
Okay.
He gave you...
Well,
you have an hour until you have to be there, and it'll take about 30 minutes to get there.
Okay, and how long would it be for Aramis to get back to his apartment?
10 minutes. Like, your apartment's
Okay,
in the East End.
Okay, cool. That's good enough.
Yeah.
Because he arrived in the Haven in the clothes he worked out in.
Cool.
So going to that kind of area would not work out.
It's true.
Pun intended.
well, the Rev would not want to go in that fancy rich person car. So
Oh.
I'd be heading off with Aramis.
Okay.
Can I
If
catch
you
a
don't
ride with
mind.
you?
No, so I don't mind.
So
Well, looks like you're with me then.
the Rev is openly like, nah. Don't like your car.
He said your
I wouldn't have
Mustang.
invited you anyway, so
A
doesn't matter.
weird aura about it.
All right. Interesting feeling. But indeed, after getting changed, you do show up at Hazel's Botanical Lounge. No drive checks or anything required. You're in no rush to get there. And
Just one thing.
Yeah.
While I'm waiting for Aramis to change.
Yep.
Oh, there's a lot of snow on the ground, I bet.
Yes.
Well, I'm just going to run over to an alley and see if there's some garbage cans. See if I can find anything that's like a crystal at all.
I don't even need to roll for this. You do.
Okay. Okay, good. All right. Ready. You always go with the right ammo.
Okay.
I remember when this car was released, Carolyn.
Oh, you were around then?
Well, I'm like, I appear to be 63 years old, so. Yes. I think so.
How old are you actually?
Oh, how do I look?
Okay, from the way he talks and like his use of technology, can I like make a guesstimate just or like would I have a feeling like over 100?
There won't be a
'Cause
roll for
he said
this,
he
but
looks- yeah.
Okay, based off of your intelligence, give me a second.
Okay.
Probably 40 and up. And like 40 would be very young.
Not a day past 100.
That's a little high.
Oh, sorry.
How old are you?
How old do I look?
Oh, nice.
Not a day. 60.
It's a little bit too high.
I would say about 37.
No.
If this
So
game
do I.
had psychic damage, I would make you take some jokingly.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. That doesn't hurt at all.
Slightly awkward car ride.
Yep. I'm just gonna turn up the music. that.
But indeed, you do get to the location. Most people aren't on the patio. However, sitting on the patio, everyone does see a taller gentleman, relatively lithe, wonderfully taken care of hair, very stylish. He is wearing a suit, no tie, and a V that goes down probably about 3 inches above his belly button.
No.
Best of these.
And the shirt is very light pattern with slightly embossed floral.
Thank you for meeting us here.
He also has a jacket over top of it, though. Ah, why, yes. Pleasure to meet you all. My name is Nigel Church, and I was told you're in the need for construction assistance.
Church, is it?
Yes.
Oh, not again.
Pleased to meet you.
Absolute
I'm the
pleasure.
Rev.
Ah, ironic, is it not?
No, I think apropos is the word you're looking for.
One of the two, yeah. Either way. When was the last time you were in church? Never mind, I didn't ask that question.
I would like to know the answer to this question.
No, New Year's
Likewise.
Eve, midnight mass. Like 2 days ago.
Of course. Well, either way, yes. What would you be looking for in your remodeling?
A box.
Give me the details on this box.
Well, about this high. Okay, this high.
Okay.
Long, rather. And then, I don't know, 2 feet high.
Do you want a classical design? Do you want a classical design, or do you want a more gothic?
I don't know what classical is, but I don't think I want gothic.
You might be surprised. Most church architecture is gothic.
Oh no, I know that, but I don't know about box design.
I'm not talking about a box. I know what you're asking for.
You do? I mean, I want a box.
No. If you just want a box, I can do that, but I can actually procure the proper thing.
Sure.
I think you should
That'd be
just get a
nice.
box.
I mean, I haven't
Box
really
up.
tried it, but, you know, it might have a certain je ne sais quoi.
It does. It is absolutely comfortable and it's humbling. It's a very nice reminder.
Yes. Yeah, I think Providence. Thank you, Mr. Church.
Not a problem. Oh, by the way, I am not Mr. Church. I identify as a kindred.
You're having me on.
No, not one bit. When I was mortal, I was Mr. Church.
Oh. See, I'm not Mr. Gordon because that's my father.
Oh, so your last name is Gordon.
I'm-
Thank you.
I'm just a father.
Ah. I could say so many things right now, but I'm not going to. In respect for you, Father.
Well, I appreciate it.
I think also what we'll be needing is a nice laminate, waterproof flooring throughout.
Okay, yes, waterproof, of course. Waterproof makes sense.
Stain resistant.
Well, of course, if it's going to be waterproof, it's going to be stain resistant and easily cleaned with cold water and bleach.
Well, yeah, they won't be water stains.
He will look at you, smile, and pop his fangs down. I know.
I thought we were having a little game here.
Oh, I have a game all the time. I just want to make sure you're completely aware of the players. As much as you can be, at least. Yes, I will make sure the flooring is good. It's suitable. Is there anything else that you might want to be hidden? Anything I need to know about?
Think you could do punching bag and weights?
Of course. That's super. That is not difficult whatsoever. I'll build the punching bag into both the ceiling and the floor. Make it so it's easy to just change it out with hooks. All of that.
Dimmer switches.
Dimmer switches. It's been a long time since I've had that request, but yes. Usually people just ask for an app connected to reduce the lights, but...
I'm not big phone people.
Not surprisingly, but yes. What about you, Quiet One? As looks right at Caroline.
I have my sunglasses on too, by the way.
You,
I always do,
you
unless
may-
I say otherwise.
You may look you seem like you are very young, but it doesn't seem like you are outspoken, so.
Let's see, what can you give me?
That's a loaded question.
I like guns, so more space for that would be great.
Oh, of course. 100%. That's not a problem.
And, okay, out of character, in the cell, like, are there, like, any, like, such a weird question, like, chains or, like, things to, like, bind people with?
No, but it is
Okay.
barred.
Right,
So
but,
it wouldn't
you know,
be a
sometimes-
stretch to put them on there.
Right, so I'll just say, and, you know, we'll need some chained handcuffs, let's see, what else? Is that it, guys?
Would it be a stretch to ask for a rack?
No, whatever you... Fitting it's based off of what I've heard of the space requirements might be, but... Maybe if it
I
comes
think we
down
can
from
look
the
at it.
wall, we'll figure something out.
Hmm.
But no, chains for some fun or some pain. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And also, last request from me, what are they called? What are the cameras called that they have and are really popular right now? Or
GoPro?
Oh, like a Nest? Or
yeah, Nest.
No, we
We don't
talk
need
about
a.
privacy concerns.
1 second.
Never mind then.
I did not want a camera that was going to call. The police can just go by and instantly get the.
Okay. Yes, cameras can be problematic. For some.
Okay, fair enough.
Alright, no other requests from anyone. I will, of course, put the proper zhuzh and touches where they need to be, but... Now that that business is over, I'm actually very, very curious. I know about Efrys here. What can the rest of you do? What are your sort of skills, talents, things like that? It's Some might call me a nosy bitch.
I would never.
Then you offend me.
That's because I am a people person. I accept you where you are.
Then accept me as a nosy bitch.
If you identify as nosy bitch, I will meet you there.
Well, no, that's where it gets complicated, you see. I am a nosy bitch, but that's not because of identification, that's personality. I identify as kindred since I was turned.
True.
But I like the questioning.
Nosy bitch, kindred.
Yes. Has a ring to it.
Well, I will find you something juicy.
I love it. Either way, let me know about yourselves. What are your plans? Give me details. You notice that this space, no one has come close to the patio other than you guys since Nigel's been here. I'll give you.
Well,
I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours.
If you want to know me at that personal level, you're going to have to tell me a little bit more than just what clan you're from or what's your favorite color.
In that case, what do you want to know? Let's talk.
Your deepest, darkest secret?
Ooh, you don't want that. I assure you, you don't want that.
I think I want it.
You have to earn that one. You know what?
Noted.
How about this? I'll tell you that if you give me a life boon right now.
Maybe another time.
Ah, smart girl. No, I'll start the show and tell, I suppose, because clearly you are of the kind. I am a Tremere. Not from around here, of course, as you can tell, but, yes, I have spent time in Chantries.
So you're independent?
Absolutely. I don't take sides whatsoever. I choose to live on the wind. Or in the wind. Or with the wind.
What?
Something like that.
Well, it is nice to see more independence.
One thing to note, though, if you want me to do hocus-pocus magical stuff, I'm not good at that. My blood is a bit more violent.
Noted.
Either way, you chose to speak up, young man. What about yourself?
Lasombra.
Ooh, spicy. And you're with the Anarchs. I love it. I don't need any more details. That's it.
Well, I mean, if he wants to confess.
No, not while I'm here. That would be dangerous to give anything more to someone you just met. Luckily, I'm vetted. But...
I don't think I'll give any more than needed.
Of course. What about you, the Rev? Or should I say Daddy?
Well, I mean, if you need a father figure, I suppose I can do that job. I mean, I'm here to reach the souls of these poor Sabbat, show them the light.
Oh,
However,
jeez,
that
I
might happen.
think I've figured out what you are simply by the way that you are talking. Hold on.
Really?
Hold on 1 second. Should it be their choice to go away from the Sabbat teachings?
Well, I mean, something has to be done one way or another. They can see the light in this world or the hereafter.
Have fun with this one. I don't need any more information.
Oh yeah, he's a lot of fun. He is.
Of course. And how about yourself, Miss Shrewd Negotiator?
Well, you can call me Caroline instead. true negotiator.
I would love to, Caroline.
And let's see, you want to know just my clan?
Yes, of course. Other details are not mine to know. They're more within the coterie to understand abilities, but I want to be able to have an open line of communication and offer services if needed, and be able to ask if I feel that I need assistance as well. I usually don't, but you never know. It's always good to have friends.
Well, let's just say you can call me if you need a quick getaway, a quick shot. The third thing probably won't be as good for you, so I won't offer that service. But, yeah.
Quick getaway, a quick shot. That thing won't be as good. Okay.
You're a mafia nurse?
I like this game. And I've dropped it down to 2, I think. I would say 3, but you don't seem crazy.
But
Only
you
on
haven't
good
known her long
days.
enough.
It's quite possible. Not going to lie to you.
Do you need to worry about shaving your arms?
No, thankfully.
Noted. Thank you for the clarification. Oh, you are a fun bunch. I'm going to set everything up. And yes, if you're going to do continued activity in the state, be careful for this area. This space is usually limited to specific people, but you're okay because I am here.
What kind of people?
Like myself.
Independent types.
Oh,
Oh,
sure.
not just independent types. This is specifically a safe space for those who practice what I do.
I was being metaphorical.
I never pay attention to those details, sorry. I'm more hide in plain sight, as you can tell.
Well, I wouldn't say, sitting out in the freezing cold is hiding.
That's why I have my jacket on. And like it is like a warm, like a cold weather jacket. It's not like a spring jacket, so like there is some validity, but yeah, he still seems a bit out there for being out there in the cold.
Do you know how many homeless men I've found with their jacket open like that?
None of them with jackets this nice.
Well, you'd be surprised what people cast off, but mostly yes.
If somebody cast off one of these, that would be problematic for them.
Oh, what would you do if you got a stain on that?
Oh, I would just buy a new one. But I would also burn this one. Clothes are only meant to be owned by one person. They are not meant to be passed on. They are an expression of yourself. Why would I express myself by dressing like you? It does not make sense.
Well, some things come into our lives from very strange places.
Most
I, for
things
one,
do.
like to acknowledge the different influences that have come into my life.
I'm sure you would do. Either way, I'm going to get to business, getting this job on the way. Is there any other pertinent questions? Anything that might need to be done? I'm assuming you guys are just paying with money instead of the other offer.
Yes. Do you have cash up?
I don't, but I have one that if you send it there, it'll eventually make it to me.
Alright, just let me know.
And you will.
Okay, I'll just send it off.
To the untrained eye, it looks like a person's Cash App. To anyone else, this is clearly some funneling going on.
Gotcha.
I guess, just wondering, do you have any, is there anyone here we can perhaps speak to for a short period of time just to get some information on the area?
Oh, I can help you with that. That's not a problem whatsoever. What are you looking for in the area? I've already started to sink my teeth in since I've been, so...
No, anything out of the ordinary that we should know about?
Out of the ordinary... Not so much. There is a detail that I'm going to give you specifically, Efrys, but I'm going to wait until everyone else is gone for that.
That's no fun.
Yes, but see, this is an important one. This is also another life-death situation if somebody else gets it. I know. You know what? How about this? If you find a way to become mortal again, and then become part of my clan, I will let you in.
If I become mortal again, that's not
So
going to be a problem.
Efrys is part of your clan?
I did not say that. You inferred that.
Yes, I did.
That's not for me to confirm nor deny. However, no, the activity seems to be pretty balanced on our side. Sabbat has tried to fight their way into the north, but the particularly powerful kindred in the area has stopped them on all fronts, and they've had to regroup. Other than that, any help in the area to deal with vehicles having their tires popped would be grateful. I think it's some children who are just planning to cause a ruckus. Any other specific kindred business, if anything, even you being here might get some attention on that. You might learn more down the road. If you get a knock at the door, always be polite. That's my recommendation. If you had a name or specific areas such as political movements and things like that, I might be able to give you some more, but just generic, there is a limited capacity to know what you want. Other than you, of course, Rev, I always know what Daddy wants.
Well, see, at times I don't know what I want.
That's why I'm good. Either way, we were talking. as he leaves the group speechless, as he intended.
So how do you know this, nosy bitch?
Got some contacts from the past. As you know, I've recently moved here and I've needed to have some work done on my own place.
Don't be so modest. You are very good at design yourself.
Design, but not construction is...
Yes.
I'll leave that for others to do. I do my part, they do theirs.
What is it you design?
Many things, mostly buildings.
So an architect?
An artist, but yes, most people call it an architect. Yes.
I mean, what else would they call it?
An artist.
An artist. A beautiful building stands the test of time.
They come crashing down pretty easily.
Only if you plant explosives or melt away the beams.
Exactly.
And then the good ones get the way they were originally made.
It's true.
Speaking of careers, what do you... Well, besides the father, what do you do, Aramis?
What do I work-wise?
Yeah.
Huh. I am a professional fighter. That you must know. Do participate every now and then, and sometimes I do go with money fights as well. If I can.
Oh, money fights.
Sounds like you're cheating.
And why is cheating?
Well, I mean, you have this supernatural strength. I mean, even I could probably go in a fight.
Debatable, but I work with what I got. And if I happen to get more, as you say, as God wills, why not I use it myself?
He's got a point.
Good attitude. You know, you've brought me around on this, Aramis. And I must admit, I can pull in a lot of donations these days. You're right. These are God-given attributes. We should make use of them.
Yes, blessed be.
Oh my.
Remember that.
I
Well,
do love to see conflict. However, if we are now just jesting at each other for the sake of jesting, I'm going to say that, you should leave.
This was conflict?
Oh,
Fairly.
oh, okay.
Unless you have any actual questions that I'm required to be here for. That's my only point.
I have nothing for you.
Okay.
We have other places to be as well. So
Alright.
Yeah, loads of places.
Bye.
take care. Yeah, sure.
So guys, where are these other places we need to be?
You make sure you're outside of the building when that's said, but yes.
Yeah. Oh, very much so. And like with like very far distance.
We have to find out what is going on in our territory. I could ask around. I could try and see if there's any kind of new gang activity that's going on. That the Sabbat might be behind that. You know, I could head down to the men's mission, see what the homeless are saying, where they're going missing, where they'll avoid.
So far, all I know is missing dogs.
Missing dogs
Yeah, a lot of missing dogs.
in our neighborhood.
No, not in our neighborhood. Is it in our neighborhood?
No, it was Midtown.
Midtown, no.
Midtown.
Let the Midtown people handle that.
Okay.
Well, East End is already Anarch space. Like, protecting your local area will matter, but either Midtown or West or the West End was where you were told to go into.
Well, then let's check it out in Midtown then. Yeah. Right. Let's check out missing dogs.
I mean, okay. I don't think. All right.
Do you have any affinity with animals?
No.
Oh,
No.
Hey.
Well, I certainly don't.
It seems perhaps just maybe someone's just feeding on them.
Yes, and that would be a Sabbat family. So maybe we could buy a dog and set a trap.
Oh.
Ooh.
You know
They
what?
don't have souls.
I was gonna say that might infringe on Chronicle tenets, but no, they're not. They're not human. They're not kind. So no.
Like, I want to
I, as a storyteller and a person,
Okay.
I as a person do not support this choice. As a storyteller,
Neither
I'm
I,
down.
as a person. For one, I'll bring up one of our dogulas and put 'em
dog.
in. But because they're so cute when they're just little cans
Yeah.
stick out. But I mean, we're not a pug. We don't want anything that's going to freeze to death. We want to get like a husky or something. We can chain up outside somewhere until we see who comes to get it.
It'll be barking forever, but sure.
No,
I mean,
until
we might as well
something
get a
comes for it.
couple of these dogs.
Oh, yeah,
Put
sure.
them on different areas if we're going this
Well, we
route.
can only watch one at a time. I think
Sure.
We could
it's a
also
stakeout, right?
Okay.
also possibly drug them with some light sedatives. So anybody that drinks from them would be sedated.
Possibility.
Could work. Could work.
Too bad now in the future dogs are ridiculously expensive since the shortage of deworming medication in the early 2020s. But we can. I mean, this might be a way for us to bag our first. I don't know, what do we call these folk? Is there some kind of
Yeah, I forget what the term
lingo that we use for these?
There isn't a specific slang term for Sabbat that I am aware of.
Vampiri vulgaris.
I will
Just wild
confirm that
children
for
of the
the
night.
next session.
I don't remember. I mean, I'm sure that there's got to be, but I don't remember what the hell.
Yeah, it's a term for the people that just drink animal blood, right?
No, I mean for the one that the Sabbat. I mean, sure, the one like the brown baggers or something like I don't know.
I'll confirm that. Brown baggers might be a suitable one to even run with, but I don't
the
know.
animals one, yeah, I don't know. Or vegetarians, isn't that what they're called?
Most likely not.
The ones that drink animal blood, I think.
Oh,
Vegetarians.
I think so.
Yes. This is getting off track.
It's a good thing to determine. Like, again, this is built in for off track to happen.
Yeah, but I would say for reasons, the Rev will definitely suggest putting a dog outside for bait. Just judge reactions.
I don't have a better idea.
Man,
I
can't-
have an idea, but I want to go with this dog idea instead of my idea.
Oh no! What's your idea? Like I
No, I'm fully invested in this dog
oh,
idea.
okay, good.
Yes, I
Well,
don't have any problems.
I can see if I can get my connections to get us into the pound to adopt, dog that would otherwise be next in line for being put down. And I'll say it's for some kind of project.
Yeah, well, sure. If you have those types of connections, that would be wonderful.
I mean, we could go right now.
Let's go
We've got
get
a
a
cage
dog.
to put it in.
He's not going in my car.
No, I'm not going in your car. Aramis, he's behind this idea. Let's go.
Quite why am I behind the idea? Oh, okay. No,
Okay.
I do not claim the fist fails. This is your idea.
I need to check one thing real quick. Rev,
Yeah?
this idea makes you feel slightly bad about yourself.
Does it?
Yes. It's not enough to change it or make you not want to do it. But you're like, this is
Well-
kind of messed up.
I agree it's kind of messed up, but that's in part why my particular blood is making me do it.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
I mean, if it wasn't kind of messed up, I wouldn't I got to do at least a couple of messed up things. I mean,
Your humanity.
like,
I actually
Oh.
no. I think you might not be the one I meant that is meant for. Hold on.
Oh no, not me. I did nothing wrong. I am innocent.
We might be
Correction. No, that is Efrys. Efrys is like, no, this is kind of messed up. It makes you feel uncomfortable. Because you are humanity 8.
Yeah. Okay. That's true. I have to be more human than myself who wants to tell a funny story.
Yeah, you are more human
Oh.
than the average human.
I thought it just had to be a white animal.
Oh no, that's something different. That's something different.
Oh.
This is
okay.
this is your humanity kicking in. Like this isn't gonna be like causing a stain or anything like that. But
Yeah.
like it's
Like, but I'm okay with if it is an animal that is going to be put down, though. Correct or no?
You are technically okay with it, but you'll feel guilty about it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel guilty about it. No matter
well,
what.
it won't necessarily
Either
die.
way.
We might be able to save it.
It's true. We might be able to save it. Yes. This seems like the best idea we have, unless Aramis, you do want to voice just the idea you had, just so we can run over our options.
Please give us another idea. Please give us another idea. Is what I'm hearing, and I'm here for it.
What do you mean? What?
You said you might have some, just an idea. It's good. You're all
Yeah, for where to go next.
We have a lot of things we can do. So
It might involve me looking for someone where I last saw them, someone specific who might be in the Sabbat, someone specific. But that might require more work than luring them out. You know, just luring them out seems easier.
Are we going with the drugs too? Are we drugging this dog?
That you're not cool with, Efrys. If you agree to that, you will take a stain.
We don't want to waste drugs on dogs.
Okay. Alright, no drugs for the dogs, got it.
okay. Sure. It will be. Yeah.
I'm not gonna call for a roll on that yet, but that was close to me calling for a roll on something.
We'll be vigilant with the dog, and you're right. It will be a quick way to try to lure out some Sabbat.
So, if you guys are going to get the dog, then why don't me and Efrys take out the area?
Yeah, so you could. Why don't you patrol it and see if find a good spot where we could reasonably leave a dog outside where someone might come and get it.
Okay. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna take out my phone
Yep.
and I call my good friend
Charles?
Charles. Yep.
Alright, cool. Based off of everything that's gone on, you call and he's like, "Hey, what the heck?"
I know you miss me, Charles.
No. What do you want? I'm trying to get off of work.
Well, okay, fine. Those dogs that went missing, was there a certain area that they seemed to go missing a lot? Trying to
Midtown.
do good deeds and all. Just all over Midtown, there's
Yes.
A lot of
There's
dogs.
not like a specific. We haven't put together like a chart or a string board for missing pooches.
You can never trust the police with anything. Thanks, Charles. And I'll hang up the phone.
No one gets to say bye. Never.
No.
Ever.
Yep.
Okay. At first, if you want to go with me, we'll just drive around Midtown.
You know what? I'll look at Perhaps there's some posts on the list of Craig missing dogs.
The list of Craigs.
Well, to the north,
Check.
instead of the list of Craigs, you'd probably be looking at the Kg of G.
G, yes. G.
Did G say what?
The Kg of G.
G.
Well, that,
Yeah, I'll try to navigate Kijiji for
Yep.
missing dog posts.
Don't mess with the Kijiji too much, dang.
Uh,
Okay, you can do that while I'm driving, right?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
I need you to make me an intelligence plus technology roll.
Just go slow.
Go slow.
You're not on a computer while it's going like you're. Oh.
Yeah. Thumbs, I touch one area and it seems to go somewhere else.
You know what? Phones are just built too small for thumbs. That's what it is.
Yeah.
The funny thing is that I have a shit ton of
Yep.
science. Actually, is it science?
It's technology.
Okay.
This is not science. Oh shit! Hold on.
Dang.
oh no.
Same. So
Okay.
I have 3 dots.
So what we're gonna do? Oh, Joe. Oh, that's bad. Hold on. You are using your phone, and it's not going right.
I don't like
And-
phones.
You're getting angry about it, and you need to get somebody to get you this information on Kijiji. If you don't, you will suffer a -2 die penalty to every action until you get this information. Now you can take another crack, but if you take another crack at it, you will have to rouse the blood.
Hey, pull over. This is not working. This is not working.
Like you
Driving
I gave you the easiest job, but okay.
far too
Ooh.
erratic.
What's the problem?
It's this app. It doesn't make any sense.
Can you just give me your phone?
I have the search area set to 100,000 miles.
Oh my god.
like
I thought it was better if it was bigger.
your
No,
thumb was
that's
slipping.
not how-
It's just not working, and this is getting to you.
Yeah, my fangs are
Yep.
like there. There. I slam the phone onto,
Okay, whoa, not the car. Can I grab his phone?
Yeah, 100%.
onto your lap. Yeah.
And can I just put in the right stuff and give him the right
Make an
webpage?
intelligence plus technology roll.
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to poke it as she's working on it.
It's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be great.
If it's the same thing, this is a problem. Okay,
Whoa.
so
Ooh.
you got 3 successes. It's not that difficult. You did a search in the personal ads. And with that, you are able to determine a specific area. And with that, the beast is quelled with an Efrys over the failed Kijiji search.
Oh my god.
And while we have 5 minutes until the hour is up, I think we're gonna call it there with that beautiful last scene.
Great.
Beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you everyone for coming out for our very first session of this. many interesting things happened. Information was learned. There was one minor camera issue that I dealt with every once in a while. We're going to look into Zoom, see if it responds better. Beyond that, does anybody have anything they would like to shill? I know we do have a Dr. DM.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. Like, so I'm actually going to... Hold on here. Because I do want to give a shout out to Ashton, who did this beautiful, beautiful rev. He's at who tweeted this, or Patreon / who funded this. He's got a great flair for naming. Yeah.
If you have a link for that, actually send it to me in Discord, and I'll post it.
Okay, great. Yeah, he does some work freelance writing for RPGs. He's written for Pathfinder, and he's got some miniatures, paper miniatures up for sale.
Hell yeah!
It's good stuff.
All right. Well, I'll do one for tomorrow. We have an 11 a.m. going up that happened a little bit quicker than usual. That one will be a session 0. We will be creating exactly what we're doing in that game. I don't even know what's happening, which is fun. And then that night, we have Suncrest Chronicles, 7 p.m. EST, running till same time as this, where that one we're going into a very big fight against a lovable guy. And I'd like to thank my players as well for doing a very good job today. If inspiration was a thing, you all would have gotten one.
Aww. Thanks.
I never remember to give inspiration out.
I leave it up to the players, and the players also forget.
Oh, good to know.
So yes. But other than that, everyone have a safe night, and remember, this is not World of Darkness, so everyone love each other and have a good time.
Take care. Thank you.
Take care, everyone.
Ta-ta.